hopefully we get that. But
Oh
I
man, last time
mean,
we casted, we had the craziest overtime
yeah.
map. So hopefully we're gonna have the same here. This is gonna be the most exciting scenario, obviously the most exciting outcome. But regardless, I'm rooting for Aero here. I mean, usually I'm not rooting for any teams, but Aero here is the only team between the three teams that are gonna play today and tomorrow, is the only team here that actually has a really good has the chance to go to playoffs, and that's exciting for me, and I want to see if they're actually gonna be able to pull off, because pulling off 4 maps in a row, that just to me means that yeah, they're good enough and they definitely deserve to play in the playoffs, and I would really like to see that. That's something that's definitely exciting for me.
I mean, Leo, just to say, you're in that 8% which think Aero Revolution are gonna win, because 92% of the people
Whoa, whoa,
watching
whoa, whoa, whoa.
think
I didn't say I
Ignite
think.
Esports
I
are gonna win.
That's not
Uh,
what I said. I didn't say I
I
think they're
think
gonna
it
win.
was.
I said I hope they will win. That's
Mm,
it. Just an
mm.
exciting storyline. That's all it is. That's all I said.
Yeah,
Just rooting
because
for them. From
if they
I'm gonna
get through,
be
it'll be so much more exciting.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, casting is gonna be unbiased as always, but deep in my heart, I'm rooting for the underdog here. They need to win 4 maps in a row. I think that's something that's really hard to pull off, and I'm exciting for them to be able to, if they're gonna be able to do that. So
Yeah, and underdogs. I mean, the underdog map here is Coastline, where, as you said, we haven't seen much of. So hopefully that adds another element to this game, especially even tomorrow's game where we might see Coastline again. But we're not too sure as we're focusing on this game. But just another thing to add: Syrup, it was one of my favorite IGLs for Ignite Esports, has left. And Booster has left. So my Ignite Esports love is gone. I don't know what happened to the Ignite Esports roster. For the first time, I cast and now here. But hopefully Dicey and Cryptic Mitchell can, keep my hopes alive, because they're the ones that I want to, see them flag out.
so what you're saying here, we have a limping version of the roster. That's what you're saying here.
I mean, it's different to what I wanted it to be, because that was the team that I just loved to see, especially Booster on those aggressive plays,
Oh yeah,
swinging everything. And it's just like a monkey in ranked with Ella shotgun. It's
yeah. I'm
literally
sure that
Ignite Esports.
I don't know what's gonna happen here throughout Club and Coastline, but I'm sure Booster
Mm.
would help them on Coastline specifically, right? If he was on a
Yeah.
roster, I'm sure
Uh,
any team that guy is on would really benefit from a player like that on a map like Coastline. Just a player that is able to swing out anything and everything and win out every single gunfight. That's just crazy to have in your team. And I mean, it's interesting to see how they're gonna play without him, because surely they're gonna play completely differently. I mean, the IGL is not here, is he's replaced or he left. I don't know the details. And from my point of view, the primary fragger, the strongest fragger, is not here as well. So it's really exciting to see how they're gonna approach this, especially on Coastline. And also, their teamwork on Club might really suffer, since these roster changes are pretty fresh, right?
yeah, totally agree.
Okay, so we're just gonna go over the standings here real quick while we wait. So as we said
7th place.
before, Yeah, as we said before, Arrow here is in 6th place, so they're on 9 points, and they have 2 more games to play this season. So they have today and
Mm.
tomorrow, and these are the last 2 games of the season, and that's why they have the chance to go to top four, and be in playoffs.
Mm.
And Hyperion here, the team who's gonna play tomorrow, and Ignite is the team who's gonna play today. They're both 5th and 7th. So nothing too crazy with the standings. Just the fact that Noetic is leading like always. They won all of their games. Looks like they're not gonna be slowing down anytime
Yeah,
soon.
no way.
It's really rough to it's really rough. It's one of those teams. Almost every season in every league has one of those teams that's it's just a nightmare to go up against. They're just really feeling it. It feels like they're unstoppable, and it looks like that's the case for Noetic right now. And besides that, I'm sure we're ready to start a game, as I see all the players are in the lobby already, and we're gonna head right in.
Yeah, we'll get straight into this clubhouse game, which I don't want to say I'm not hoping for, but the fact that it's clubhouse does bring my hopes down. But Air Revolution, 6th place in
Wait,
between.
you said brings your hopes down? What you
It
mean?
brings my hopes down. Clubhouse is the most boring map, along with Oregon.
Oh man, you can't be saying that. You can't
I
be comparing the goated Clubhouse to Oregon, man.
I don't know.
Clubhouse is an OG goated map. I mean, Oregon is also not, but they completely destroyed Oregon. That new version sucks. It's too slow. It's too boring. I agree with you on that. But Clubhouse, man, come on. I mean, the
No.
Thatcher ban doesn't help. I agree. The Thatcher ban doesn't help. And you know what's interesting actually? Thatcher isn't the first ban here. So
Hibana.
the attackers banned out the Thatcher. So for me, it just says that just comfort at this point, right? Because you're attacking first, you're gonna be attacking for 6 rounds. You can choose to leave Thatcher open and have the advantage for 6 rounds. But then the other side of it is you have to play against it as well on defense, right? So that's just them being comfortable, in my opinion. They're just them not wanting to play with it because you have to, adapt your strats and change up the way you play. Maybe even move a fragger from like a Zofia or Nash or Yana to a Thatcher, right? And also on the other side, you don't want to play against that. So
Whoop-de-doo, mirror ban. We've seen it. I think it's the first time I've ever seen a mirror ban. I mean, definitely
and a
so
mute man.
special to yeah, but mute. That's what we do love to see. I think maybe Flores Twitch. I think
Is
that's
that
what. Yeah, because I think
Flores?
Flores has been utilized over the recent games, and teams are just scared of it and how much power it can bring. And I think that's
Right.
what made that ban happen. But Cade's still on the board for Ignite Esports as they enter the defense, and Cryptic is going to be on that.
Yeah, that's interesting what you're saying. It's possibly because Flores. I think you may be onto something here. Maybe also, just information on the other team. Mute is so strong with those roams on basement and the SSG strats overall and the variation on that, right? So maybe just the Connor strat specifically to that. Maybe they've been watching some of the older VODs and they know that the other team is running a lot of mute or whatever it is, and they just don't want to come up against that SSG shot. Because if you just take out the mute from the entire roster there with the SSG roam, it's really not that effective, right? I mean,
That's
because
good.
it's.
I don't want to see an SSG room again. I've seen it so many times.
Oh, you're getting bored now. Okay.
Come on, Leo. SSG room. Every single clubhouse were like, is there going to be an SSG room? Maybe this round they're doing an SSG room. Is this going to be an SSG room? I think they might do an SSG room. It's the same SSG room.
I mean, at least there's a variation, man.
Yeah.
It's either that or it's the anchor strat, right? And we used to only see the anchor strat. So, but then again, when you notice the micro plays and the micro decisions that players make and teams make, and how they adapt individually on Clubhouse, I feel like it's a really exciting map to watch. You just need to kind of dig in, really understand why things are happening. I feel like Oregon is slow and methodical in the same way, but it's just a little bit more random and it's harder to read the situation as a player and as a viewer as well. And that's why I feel like people feel like Oregon is that boring. But Clubhouse is just, okay, it's stale. That's the thing with Clubhouse. It's stale, it's been played for so long. The meta needs to be freshened up a little bit for it to be interesting again. But enough about that. We're going to be torching up the wall here, the CCTV wall. So it's going to be opened up here by the Maverick. And Nate is going to go in, looks like. And Mitchell here is going to be roaming below in the blue area. So nothing too crazy here. Both teams are really taking it slow. And nothing is happening right now on the kill feed as well.
Yeah, I mean, the wall's opening like just under a minute, so that can put a lot of pressure on Ignite Esports, because that Maverick is so powerful, especially with that sledge combo. Getting that wall, no matter, even if that Cade is there, it really doesn't affect. Venom's doing his job correctly, as well as Tenjin. He's going to be able to use those frags as well as slows to get those shields, to get those evil eyes, which can really damage Ignite Esports defense.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure he's gonna do his best to do that. But look, the attackers are really taking it slow here. Slows took the launch control, kinda. He's in stock right now, and he's holding the roamers. I'm sure he's trying to cut off rotations, but it looks like they're not really bothered by that. They're anchoring towards the site, and they're just holding on to it. They're wasting time here, and it looks like the attacker is just a little bit slow. That's what I think, at least. They should be already clearing out the garage, and Mitchell is still free up here in bar end. he's going to be definitely creating some pressure when he's going to be late round flanking. And a gunfight here, Mitchell is going to lose a lot of his HP, but he's also going to tag slows. He's going to run away because he decided it's not worth it, and that's the correct decision. 2 players on a breach there. They're going to get rid of the Maestro Cam, and Execute is going to come in here soon.
I mean, 25 seconds left, but Cryptic gets a kill onto Venoms. That's the Maverick. Tension's going to be down a double for Cryptic. Hopefully finding a third. 20 seconds. There's a triple for Cryptic. He's on a roll. He's going to spray down a fourth, but not quite get it. 1 on the breach. 10 seconds for Aero Revolution to get these 5 kills. Cryptic holding this raft. He's going to try and find this lane code, but Totus is going to get that 4th kill. And it's all gone down. For Air Revolution, a triple for Cryptic on that rafters. Oh my god. First round damage.
Yeah, Cryptic on the catwalk definitely dismantled the attackers there, but it also comes down to how slow they were, right? I mean, they were so slow. It was a flawless at the end of the day. They weren't even able to get 1 single kill.
I mean, 50 seconds and they weren't pushing anything. I mean, Slows tried to take lounge control, but Mitchell was still there. I think that attack just went so quickly, even to my surprise. 20 seconds left at the end of the day, and Cryptic's just gone and done that.
Definitely, it definitely makes me wonder why that happened. I mean, they breached the CCTV wall. They had, I feel like they had everything they needed for bottom garage there. Maybe I just didn't notice, but I feel like they had everything they needed going for them, and they just didn't go for it properly. I mean, what you had nades? Why wouldn't you use that on the Cade? I mean, we didn't really see the first kill from the point of view of the Cade there on the catwalk, I think, but still, I feel like that could have been played way better, and things could have been done more efficiently and quicker as well. So definitely interesting, and I mean, I hope for Aero that they're not gonna keep playing like this, especially when attacking your own basement, because it's gonna be even more critical when you're attacking the basement site on the Execute.
And I mean, they had that garage breach as well, and 4 nades in hands. They could easily burn that ADS within seconds because of the, I don't know, nerf or buff the ADS has got. I don't really, is it a nerf or a buff? I say a nerf.
It's definitely a nerf, definitely a nerf.
And I don't know what happened, but maybe even Cryptic got naded, but maybe he did some amazing play which we didn't see, but I mean, that doesn't really matter. Let's run to the next round. But for Air Revolution, as you said, they really have to keep that in mind and not waste that much time this round.
Yeah, they have to, because time management is so important when you're attacking basement here, and the attackers can really slow you down and waste your time. And it looks like they're gonna be going for a tunnel push here, which is maybe okay. The Maverick wall is not really open correctly right now, and Maverick is gonna try and finish it up for Slows, so Slows will be able to creep in here slowly but surely. He's not really taking any unnecessary risks. He's gonna be exchanging bullets with the player behind the shield there, and it's gonna be Dicey behind that shield. And he's gonna be replaced by Finesse though with 3 smoke canisters, so this is really critical for this round. And I feel like this is a crucial decision and the correct one for Ignite. So let's see how they're gonna be able to deal with those smoke canisters there, especially when he's getting covered by that Mozzie behind him.
Yeah, grenades in the hand of Air Revolution, and I think Air Revolution gonna try and find this first frag, but I mean, they got a shotgun and Finesse is gonna be on that with support from Mitchell, so it might be difficult to Air Revolution to get the high risk, high wall play, and they're gonna be pushing, but Slows is gonna get Finesse, and Slows on a double already. Mitchell is gonna be taken down to 5v3. It's gonna be the domino effect in favor of Air Revolution. Slows is trying to kind of get another kill, but no. Totus is going to the other Slows and triple. It's all going to happen. Ping pong back and forwards. Totus is going to shut down Slows in this round, but it's going to be a 2v2 and Totus gets a triple. 2v2 situation, 1 minute left, and it's all going down in 10 seconds. They're going to have kitchen control, and Tenjin is going to be taking out Ted and Dicey in this 1v2 situation to get his 5 kills already. Venom's already low and Tenjin already low. It is very winnable for Dicey to win this. The Air Revolution have the intel and they have this man count.
Yeah, Venom's and Tenjin here are on really low HP, and that means that Dicey can really clean this up. 40 seconds on the clock here. That puts a lot of pressure on the attackers to push towards him, but Venoms will be able to hit the headshot on the blue area, and I mean, a great shot from from the Maverick there to clean up the round, and a great play by Slows. That was really impressive. We didn't get to see it, but man, he just cleaned up Smoke and Mozzie behind him. I was speaking. I just spoke about how hard it is to push tunnel when there's a smoke with 3 smoke canisters. He had a shield. He had ADSs, and he had someone covering him. And
Shotgun.
Slows, yeah, a shotgun. And they say a shotgun. I mean, come on, man. And Slows just walks up tunnel and just kills both of them somehow. I mean,
I don't
it's
know.
really sad we didn't get to see that, but still an amazing play by him regardless. And I'm sure that's really the play that really opened up the round for Aero, because that's something that should not have happened, and Aero really capitalized on that.
Yeah, I mean, Slow's really responding to what Cryptic did that first round, but I don't know how he managed to get away with not only the shotgun on Finesse, but Mitchell covering him, and then he got, I think, I think got Dicey again. The third kill as well. I don't know what happened, but I mean, Aero Revolution still had that, second layer of that kitchen control. They had the hatch, and Ted tried to do his best getting those frags, but at the end of the day, they lost the round, and Cryptic couldn't do much in that situation.
Yeah, definitely an impressive play by him, and let's see if he's gonna be able to keep it up. I mean, they're gonna be attacking basement again here, and I don't know if they're gonna go for the same approach. Maybe they will want to mix it up a little bit. It looks like the defenders are not gonna hold on to the same
Oh no, they are.
same operators in general, because they don't have the Cade, right? They had the Cade, they had the Mozzie, so these are not the same operators. But I don't think that means they're gonna be doing anything different here. The Maverick Hole is not in the same spot. They just, to mix things up a little bit, not be as predictable, make sure you're not getting pre-fired. But besides the individual micro plays, I don't think any of these teams are gonna do anything different. I think it's just gonna be up to the gunfights at the end of the day, and up to those micro decisions, right? Whether you fell back in time, whether the drone came in time, whether you won your gunfight.
Yeah, and I mean, the lineup's going to be different, but Finesse is still going to be holding in third, and hopefully he doesn't get taken out too early. But something different for Ignite Esports is that, I think a more aggressive roam play by Cryptic and Mitchell. I believe they're holding Logi with those impact grenades by the Valkyrie. Yep, here we see, Mitchell just roaming above with support by 2 of his fellow teammates. And it is really up to Ted and Finesse to hold the site down, because if those 2 players are taken out early, the site there, Cryptic is going to find Tension 4v5 already. Early kills, but Ayan is going to get another kill onto Mitchell. That's going to be the refrag, and a 4v4, 1 minute 25 left. And they've already got this dirt control, and it's just Finesse and Ted in the site. But I think Ignite Esports players don't really understand how much pressure they're in with all these members of Aero Revolution pushing through dirt and pushing through kitchen. But maybe Dice is going to drop back and support his teammates, but we have to wait and see.
Yeah, it looks like the players are gonna decide to fall back to the side, towards the side. Slows pushed tunnel though, and he was able to get the second one, and the first one just now, and the second frag for the round for his team. And he's gonna be taking more gunfights with a player on blue. So if he's gonna be able to get this frag, it's gonna be really important for his team. 50 seconds on the clock here, and I'm sure they're thinking about execute. Slows though, he's gonna be taken down by Cryptic. Cryptic is gonna take down the tunnel player. That's gonna alleviate a lot of pressure. Finesse is gonna take down Aeon as well on the main stairs, and Dicey is gonna keep holding to this blue stairs area. It looks like he heard someone on the wire. 30 seconds here, and he's gonna swing at any moment here. Maverick swings out, and Dicey's just gonna clean it up with a beautiful headshot. So a great round for the defenders here, and they really just responded well. That roam, that roam was really effective. It was the correct answer to what the attackers were doing, and it looks like it really worked for them. So great answer from Ignite.
Yeah, a good response, as you've just said. I think Aero Revolution, they were too predictable there, and Finesse already on that dropping back was definitely a correct decision. I don't know how Slow still got a kill. He still got a kill in dirt, which surprises me, because Ignite Esports just should have been on that. But at the end of the day, it was a 3v1, and Ignite Esports did very well on that roam game and hold it well.
I think what happened there was probably a call that there's 2 players clearing out the top floor, and at that point a lot of teams think that, alright, probably no one is pushing tunnel, but then you have that mind game of we're pushing one side, but then we're also sneaking into tunnel, and the defenders are not watching at that point, then you're kind of sort of getting a free kill on the side, right? So
Yeah.
it's just that kind of thing. I mean, that's why
Mm.
you have to make sure that you're aware, you're listening to the comms properly, but you're not taking everything at face value, right? You want to take everything with a little bit of a grain of salt, make sure that you're still aware and thinking about the possible situation, because it's only two players that were called out, clearing out the top floor, possibly a third droning them in. I mean, that still leaves two more players to be elsewhere on the map, and even if they had information on the fourth, that leaves the last player, to be free, and he could be doing anything anywhere right now. So you still have to hold tunnel until the last 50, 40 seconds of the round, in my opinion. Make sure that you know if it's open or closed. That's just what I think. But it looks like they didn't do that. But it didn't hurt them this time. So whatever, whatever works for them, right?
Yeah, definitely. And I think, Cryptic, hopefully he can do the same thing he did last round. But I mean, both teams are going to be on this, but especially Aero Revolution, and they need to win 4 maps in a row. And they really need to shut down Cryptic this time on that rafters. I mean, they've got 4 nades which they need to utilize, and only 2 ADSs to burn through. So if Tenjin and Slows don't manage to get those nades in, it's just going to be another loss for Air Revolution on this round. But
Yeah,
Slows,
definitely. Tension and Slows have to use their nades on the catwalk there. They have to, because that's a mistake they cannot repeat again after they breach the CCTV wall here, which they are taking a little bit of time. Last time they did it a bit faster, and after they're gonna be breaching the bottom garage here, they still have time. They need to start going for these nades. They need to clear out the IC and start going for these nades on the catwalk, because that's the only way. That's the only way to make it work. What they're trying to make work right now. This strat of attacking a lounge, holding it for rotations and going for garage, you have to use your nades for catwalk. That's the only kind of safe way to clear it out.
Frag out.
well, I guess he used his nades for something else, but Ted, he's just going to be chilling on that, little table. And that's 2 nades just completely wasted. 2 nades wasted on nothing, except for damage on himself. So again, 2 nades gone, and it's just Tenjin's nades to take out Cryptic, and ADSs to burn through. And again, Ignite Esports have this advantage. 1 minute left. Air Evolution taking way too much time to get this garage breach open. They have main breach open, done nothing with it. 2 evilized still up, and it's, so far it's all going in favor of Ignite Esports. And Venom's going to get some bullets landing on him as I say that. Dicey is going to be in this really good situation where he can get loads of frags if he's unknown, and he's got a C4 in his hand. He's going to be pressured, but he's going to be able to drop back and hopefully later in this round. But Cryptic is going to get a kill onto Slows, and it's going to get a double. What is this guy on rafters? Cryptic's insane. He's just done the same thing he's done last round with 25 seconds left. Air Evolution just have to line up for this man, and 20 seconds. Smokes are going to be coming out. C4s as well. Cryptic's going to be pressured. He's going to be taken out by A7. 10 seconds left for them to get defused, but Tenjin's going to get one. Dice is going to be down. It's going to be a 3v3, but Ted's going to get a second first for him, and Tenjin's going to get a refrag on, but the time is 0 seconds left, and Ignite Esports have just done it again, and it's all on Cryptic staying alive, and he's just done the exact same thing.
Yeah, and it looks like we just see the same here from Aero. Just too slow, not efficient, not really using their utility properly. I'm not too sure what's happening right now, but they can be playing like this if they want to win these 4 maps, 2 maps today and 2 maps tomorrow, right? To get to playoffs. If they want to prove to their team that deserves to go to playoffs, they just can't be playing like this. You can't be losing rounds because of time
Definitely.
so often and twice in a row on the same side. You should learn at this point. You should have known. You should have someone should have called, guys, we were too slow last time. We have to do it better. We have to do it faster. And it looks like no one gave that call. And even if they did, it looks like they were not able to execute properly. So I don't know, man. It looks like if Slows doesn't pop off or someone doesn't pop off, they're just not able to execute towards the side properly. And, they're just really sad to see. But they're going to be attacking Jim right now, so not all hope is lost. Jim is statistically the weakest side on Clubhouse most of the time, and it's the easiest one to attack usually for most teams and in most levels. So we're gonna see what their answer is going to be here. because Ignite is not really doing anything crazy. They're not doing anything special. I mean, they are playing good. They're winning their gunfights, yeah, but they're not doing anything extraordinary, right? They're not doing anything crazy.
Yeah.
There's no reason. There's no reason to crumble like that. That's what I'm trying to say here. And I'm sure they're gonna be playing the same on Gym here. So there's really no excuse. You have to show us a little bit more, Aero. That's what I think.
Yeah, and I mean, we haven't really seen like some big, massive plays from either team. It's not like somebody's just done an ace and it's just gonna be like that the whole game. And you've just said it. The Aero Revolution are just not taking their time wisely and taking way too long to clean up these defenders in these positions where if you don't get that control, it's pretty much game over. And for the CC defense, that was Garage. And by then, 20 seconds left, they have the control, 0 seconds. And for Aero Revolution, they've got 4 maps to win if they want to make it through, and they can't be losing to, 0 seconds on the board.
Yeah, definitely. But Slow's gonna get a nasty shot onto Mitchell there, really threading the needle there. And now he's gonna put his team in a 5v4, getting the first frag for the round, and that's gonna be something great for them, I'm sure. But I don't know if they're gonna be able to utilize this. So 5v4, and it looks like Ignite is gonna get slightly aggressive here, as they know that they're gonna get cleared out in cash. Maestro is really holding on to that cash area. It looks like some players are gonna be helping, and Cryptic is gonna get that headshot onto Slows, gonna take him down. The wall is open though, but Cryptic is still holding. The single is gonna be able to get the second, almost the third, but Aeon is gonna shut them down with a double. So we're 3v3 right now, and the attackers, they have cash and they have server control, but is it enough for them to win this round?
Yeah, I mean, we just talked about these main points of control which attackers need to win these rounds, and they've just gone and taken out 2 major big pieces of this map and given them so much map control, and hopefully it could be enough to win this round, but maybe just a C4 could end that. And it does. A7's down, and the Valkyrie cams are going to be utilized in the hands of Ted, but Ted's just going to get a lovely refrag and taking out Finesse, Venom's intention on this attacking phase. They've got the time in their favor, but they don't need to waste this. 50 seconds to clean up both Dicey and Ted. 1 C4 in hand, and that C4 could just end the game for Aero Revolution.
Come on, Dicey. Dicey's gonna be taken down here by Tenjin. So 1v2 right now for Chosen. He's gonna be taken down as well by Maverick there. So they're gonna clean it up actually, and they'll be able to get their second round here. Aero is answering back. I mean, it was really a back and forth round there, especially that C4 from below. I felt like that really sealed the deal there, but they were able to win their gunfights, right? And they won the 2v2 pretty comfortably. So maybe Aero is here to fight. It's still left to be seen. But maybe they're just warming up a little bit. Maybe they're just waking up, warming up. Comms are getting heated, and now they're just getting into the groove of things. We need to wait and see here, but it's definitely exciting. Both teams here can win gunfights for sure.
Definitely.
Now the question here is Aero gonna adapt on this next attack, make it comfortable for themselves? Because being in a 3, finishing the first split when you're attacking on a club in a 3-3, that's pretty good, right? I wouldn't say you're in the advantage necessarily, but that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good starting point when you're on defense. But I mean, on Clubhouse, it's not like Theme Park. It's not so harshly on the attackers. I mean, Leo, there's still potential for, if Ignite Esports get on the attack, they can just win like 5 rounds in a row. It's not a problem. It's not like Theme Park where you have so many layers to get through. You get the 1 breach, you get 1 control of the map, and you just go from there. You want the C4s to handle, but that's just a part of the game, and you've just got to burn through it.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, definitely. Clubhouse is, it's all about the because everyone knows the map, right? Everyone knows how you're gonna defend. Everyone knows how you're gonna attack, and then it's just up to you how you're gonna play it individually, and in terms of how the team is gonna play it. And if it's actually the only map that I really like to say a lot about, that if no one makes an individual mistake, and I know that's like a big thing to say because you could say it's true for every map, but it's really true for Clubhouse. If no one makes an individual mistake, you're probably gonna win the round. Whether on other maps, it's, you know, it's easier to win. Let's say on Coastline, for example, someone can make an individual mistake and you're still gonna be able to win the round as long as your other teammate is gonna frag out, right? On Club, it's not really the case. Everyone needs to make sure that they're really doing their part. Everyone needs to do the, you know, what they have to do, what their job is, and no one is really allowed to make an individual mistake. And if you're actually gonna play that way, you won't make any individual mistakes. You won't overpeak. You won't, you know, you won't push too fast or too late. Then you're probably winning Clubhouse regardless of. I mean, as long as you and the other team are pretty equally matched, right?
Yeah, and another thing you said about the executing, maybe it's the fact that Clubhouse doesn't matter how you start the attacking phase, it's how you end it. Because you've said, oh, I mean, this Clubhouse, everyone knows the map, it's so common to see, and the defending and attacking is going to be the same, but Mitchell's going to land some bullets, but not enough.
Oh my god.
But
That's a yikes, man.
Yeah, it is a big whiff. But I think it's how Aero Revolution are going to end these rounds. Because the execute is the main point of action. This is where it happens. And the fact that Aero Revolution, they're taking so much time, they're pretty much relying on the execution overall. But, I mean, nothing to say the least is Slows and Lico are just going to be putting a lot of pressure onto Dirt. And hopefully they get the same fight which they've done previously.
Yeah, two players in tunnel here. They're going to be creating a lot of pressure. Smoke canister is going to go out, but I think it's a little bit too late here, depending on how many smoke canister he has. But they can potentially just you know, waste the time. You know, make sure that they're burning the smokes, kind of putting the pressure, making sure that they're kind of forcing the smoke to use the smoke canisters repeatedly, like he's using right now. And then at 30 or 25 seconds, they'll be ready to push into the side. So he's going to push in, though. He's going to get the first kill there. He's going to be traded by Finesse. And Leiko here, he's really in the middle of everything right now. He's going to be taken down by that Legion. Legion is going to get a double. And all of a sudden, it's a 4v1 for Aeon. And he finds himself in a really hard situation right now against Cryptic on the main stairs. He almost took him down. Cryptic is on a really low HP here. But also Aeon, man, he's on 1 HP. One shot from any bullet will take him down. And it looks really dire for Aero right now. It looks like they're going home from this split with a 2-4 split, man, and that's really gonna be rough when they're gonna be defending here on the map. So everyone is just spraying this hatch, and it just feels like Aeon doesn't have any chance. Just you know, a lucky bullet from below, even through the ceiling, and that's all it takes to take him down.
Yeah, and I mean, Aero Revolution totally rushed that plant Venom. I don't know if you saw it, Leo, but that plant was going down at 50 seconds and they had control of nothing. No, I don't think anyone was covering from kitchen. It was just Venom and two attackers, Slows and Lico and Dirt. Slows got one, but then it was just refrags by Mitchell as he got a double. And that utility coming up from Ignite Esports, those Evil Eyes and those Goyos and those smoke grenades just completely stopped that execute in those 30 seconds, which was the main point of the attack phase, in my opinion, for Aero Evolution.
Yeah, the attackers could have definitely, Aero could have definitely timed it better there. They could have, I mean, someone should have pressured from kitchen while the two players push from tunnel. I feel like everything is too kind of reliant on opportunities here. And at the end of the day, it's Clubhouse. You kind of need, when someone makes a play, you kind of need everyone to follow up and cover him, right? And I feel like that's not the case for Aero. I feel like that's not how they play the game. And possibly that's going to be to their advantage on Coastline just because they're going to be unpredictable. You know, someone's just going to sneak up from here, sneak up from there. And as you see, like, Slows is doing exactly that, right? Slows and Leiko, they're finding themselves in these weird spots. They're sneaking up, they're crouch walking, trying to get kills in sneaky ways. And that's what's going to help them on Coastline. But it doesn't really matter if they win Coastline for Aero, at least, as long as they lose Club, right? They have to win Club and Coastline. They have to win both if they want to make it to playoffs. So they need to come back here. 2-4 split doesn't look too good for them, but on the other hand, they're on defense. Whatever they did in attack doesn't matter anymore. Now it's all about their defense. If they play it correctly, they should be able to win here. And I don't know, do you think they have what it takes?
I mean, personally, I personally think they think. Oh my god, my words are jamming up here. I think they have what it takes. But I mean, Aero Revolution, the round they won when attacking basement, it was like Slows, alright. Slows, I'm in sight, completely relying on the fact that he's sight, and everyone just was forced to support him. And that was Aero Revolution's attack in itself. Oh, what a shot from Venom to shut my words down. Mitchell, he's already dead. I mean, what a headshot. But enough.
Yeah.
What I was saying, I mean, what was I
You
saying?
were saying that they really relied on
Yeah.
slows fragging out that round. And I agree
Yeah,
with
and
you.
it's like slows. I'm in sight. Air Revolution just have to force themselves through. Their mentality is just rush. And Cryptic, he's gonna get a refrag in favor of Ignite Esports. And I mean, Ignite Esports have already taken control. They've got construction and logic. That's what Aero Revolution have not done. They haven't taken this control this quickly within a round. Oh, he's just got a double.
Yeah, Venom just got the second kill for the round for himself, and a really nice headshot there that I'm sure it was, but we were just we were not able to see that. But I think it was on the breach again. I mean,
on the Mav house.
or maybe on the. I don't think it was a construction door. I think it was
Mav house.
I'm not too sure.
Maverick house.
Oh yeah. So two kills on the Maverick holes. All right, so Finesse here on the server window here. He's just gonna be quick peeking back and forth. Still has one nade though, and I'm sure he wants to use that one. Doesn't want to die with the nade in his pocket. Toads here is gonna be holding the flank while Cryptic is below. So a little bit of an interesting setup here from the attackers. I'm not too sure what the plan is here exactly. Maybe Cryptic is gonna just walk up the cache stairs, while someone is gonna just jump in from the server window. Leiko here is covering the cache stairs though, so it's definitely gonna be a problem. Leiko here is going to be ADSing onto Buck, but he's going to be running away. He will make sure that he's covered by his teammate while Buck is pushing up, and he's going to use that Banshee to the best of his ability, as he should. Aeon here is holding onto the side, and most of these defenders right now are really on the side right now. Aeon is going to shoot back to the floor, won't be able to hit anything. That would have been amazing if he got a headshot, but just wasn't the case. 20 seconds here on the clock, and something needs to happen. I don't know if Ignite is planning on pushing this, to be honest. It looks like Slows is going to be holding the garage, and they're just holding every single window and doorway. They're going to be able to get the first kill on the catwalk though, but it's not going to be enough, as both players jumped into the server window are currently down. Buck is the last one, and Aeon is going to clean him up with the pistol there. Great play from him, but really underwhelming attack from Ignite.
Yeah, I mean, they had that construction control, and it's unfortunate that that main breach just went to pieces after Venom's two lovely shots on that breach, I believe. But I mean, I believe it was Dicey and Cryptic in that construction control within 2 minutes, but they didn't really do nothing with it because the Maverick only rotated round at the very last second, and at the end of the round, A7 just lined up 3 kills for himself, all on jumping in the window. And those Banshees which you talked about, I think really slowed down Ignite Esports, because they were like, oh, we've used our utility, there's a Banshee, we can't push in. They all jump in the window and it just all falls down.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's really hard to win a round when it relies on the fact that 3 of your attackers are going to jump in the window. And you saw the way Aero was playing this, they played it really cool, right? They weren't really panicking. They were holding the garage, they were holding the window, they were holding the cache stairs, they were holding construction. They had enough manpower to hold everything, all the 4 entry points there, because as you said, the breach wasn't open, right? So everything they had to worry about, they were just holding with their guns. And then at that point, you just make sure that the comms are quiet enough, you're communicating, and you're making sure that everyone knows what's happening. And as soon as you feel like the push is coming in from somewhere, you just call for support, and then another teammate is coming in to help you, and there you go. You have a crazy crossfire, for example, on the window or in the construction door, and it's almost impossible to win those gunfights out unless you really whiff, or unless the other player really does something godly, right? And I'm speaking godly Shaiko level like, because otherwise you can't win a round like that.
Yeah, I mean, Shaiko. I mean, hopefully I can see some Shaiko plays, especially from Cryptic. 12 kills for him. And hopefully he can do some flashy stuff for us. But I mean, again, Mitchell, he's drained himself out in underneath 20 seconds. And he has this garage control and potentially even a roam clear, which Aero Revolution took way too long to even get into Logi on that. I don't know who Buck was on Aero Revolution's attack, but it took way too long to even get that control. And another mistake by Aero Revolution, they didn't get the hatch, and they had 2 reinforcements left. So
yeah, that's interesting.
I mean, it's not looking good. I don't know what's going on with Aero, but Slow's again the man to watch on Aero Revolution side, as we've seen him do some crazy stuff already in that dirt. But hopefully he can controlled her instead of attacking it because he's on the defensive side. And Ignite Esports are going to be leaving dirt, unlike Aero Revolution. And maybe it's looking like a top down, Leo. It's looking like a top down, getting those hatches and eventually maybe go for an armory.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you when one of those hatches is soft, right? It just means it's way easier to do than usual. And there's the Kate in play, but Tension is gonna get the C4 right now, and he will take down Cryptic. That's your Yana down, and that's a tough fragger for Ignite as well. So that gives a really good chance to her to be able to secure another round here and equalize it to 4-4. So really not looking too good for Ignite anymore. I mean, they have all the hatches open, but Aero here is on the man advantage. They're holding anything that they need right now, and as long as they don't lose these gunfights, it's not looking too good for Ignite. So Leiko is going to be holding the church here, and it looks like nothing is really, no one is really pushing the church door at the moment, but I'm sure that's going to change really soon. Dicey is going to create that vertical pressure. He's going to be taking a lot of damage by that C4. Finesse is going to be holding this blue angle right now, just holding for rotations. You know, they're not rushing. They're taking it slow. It's a 4v5. They have to make the correct decision here. Mitchell is creeping up slowly towards blue. Flashes are gonna go out, possibly to mask his location. And he's gonna push. He's gonna take down the player in blue, but not before Mitchell is gonna take a kill with him. And Leiko is gonna take down Totem. So a 3v2 right now for Aero. They still have the advantage, but Mitchell is in blue. Smoke canisters are gonna go out to slow him down though. And Dicey is pushing to help him out. Leiko is holding onto the church. Dicey is gonna take down Leiko. Aeon is gonna try and shoot some shots towards church, but the plant is not going down and they're running out of time. Dicey will just not be able to do anything because he doesn't have any time left. If he plants that diffuser, he's dead by that smoke. So they really couldn't do anything better there. They just should have pushed a little bit faster and a little bit earlier. But Aero, man, they equalized 4-4 right now.
Yeah, 4-4. And Evolution, I guess they do have the potential and what it takes to get these 4 maps in a row. But again, I've probably just jinxed it for their team because I've been doing that every time I say something like this. It all goes down for them.
It's not just you, man. That's just that's what happens, man. It's just the caster's curse. You say something and the opposite happens. Yeah.
All right, Ignite Esports are gonna win. That makes sense, right? Yeah. So Aero Revolution have this, you know, they still have the 4 map hope. It's not gone. The hope is there. They're on this defense, and so far they've been doing good. And they're on this gym bedroom, not the strongest site, but you know, hopefully this castle can add something because castle's potential on gym bedroom can add with those, what do you call them? Those bulletproof barricades. You know, there are a lot to handle with on those windows. And could just add the little nick which Aero Evolution need to win this.
I think they're just called castle barricades.
It's like saying bandit thingies. Hey, Ace, can you put your thingies on the wall, please?
No, but I think they are. They're just called castle barricades. That's what I think. I don't remember them being called anything else. But anyway, it looks like this matchup is really defender-sided, and we've talked about this before in this matchup. Clubhouse is not really that defender-sided anymore. I mean, it's not the case. It used to be in the beginning when the map just got reworked and everything. Yeah, it's definitely not, especially at the higher level, right? So what do you think is, you know, makes this really defender-sided right now? What makes this so unbalanced, it looks like? Because even the rounds that the attackers are winning, when I mean we only saw Aero winning attacks, but even the attacks that attackers are winning, it looks like it's just a little bit of luck, a little bit of, you know, them winning gunfights they shouldn't, or anything like this. What do you think? What do you think that happens?
I mean, I think for both of these teams, I mean, we've only seen 2 attacks from Ignite Esports, but especially from Aero Revolution and what we've seen of Ignite, it's all coming. Oh, what a nade by Finesse, and he's gonna get a kill. Oh, not getting a kill.
How does that not work?
That was some collateral with that nade, and it's a 4v4 potentially. And Leiko's gonna take out Finesse. But about what I was saying, I mean, for this attack, the early frags and the early gunfights are always engaged, but then like it's mostly likely a 4v4 or 3v3 in these last 30 seconds, and it's for both teams it's coming down to the very end where defenders are just, alright, hold this doorway, we'll win. It's happened throughout these defending rounds for the defending team, and especially for Ignite Esports on this dirt. Okay, hold the door and they can't do anything. But Slows is just going to stop me from speaking as he's going to spread on a second to get a kill, but Cryptic going to be on the refrag, a double kill for him as well. And 1 minute left, and Mitchell's going to find a 3v2 potentially. I mean, a 2v2 potentially. But A7 is going to be rezzed because no points on, and Mitchell's going to be very angry the fact that he's not able to get his finish. But Cryptic, the man to see the Shaiko plays, as you just said, 14 kills, hopefully he can hit 20 at the end of this game.
I don't know, man. I like my Shaiko plays without that ACOG.
I think you need Shaiko plays with a Rooney P10 extended barrel with no attachment skin.
Ooh. It looks like that ACOG did him dirty there. I don't want to say it, but that's what happened. I mean, Mitchell, he's going to take down Leiko. He's going to take down another one. He's in a 1v1 situation right now. He doesn't know where the last player is at. Venoms is holding him from the top of the main stairs, and he's just going to be playing for time here. Mitchell has to make the move. 20 seconds, he's sprinting around, and I'm sure Castle knows approximately where he's at. I mean, he's looking at the direction. Mitchell is just checking every corner right now. He has to win this gunfight, and he's looking for Castle. He's just going to pull down. Oh my god, Mitchell! He's going to get the headshot. He's going to get the 1v3. Going to take down Venoms. Nice shots in the chat, and a great play by Mitchell. Finally, he's woken up.
Mitchell, the 1v3, the Shaiko plays. The ACOG, I mean, the holographic definitely did him well. I mean, that's what you get with using that holographic. I mean, what a shot on that. He jumped through the rotate. Castle was AFK. Did he disconnect? Did someone, just cut his Ethernet cable? What happened?
I don't think he was AFK, man. That's what happens when you're just looking at an angle and an Ash just vaults through the wall. And I mean, that's it, right? It was an instant headshot. So what? You can't even react to that.
Yeah, just OGR6, Ash, like 1,000 speed vaulting through something, and you do love to see it.
Happening. Yeah.
You love to see something like that. And I remember when Ash, I didn't play the game, but I remember watching Rainbow Six Siege when Ash was like 1,000 speed when vaulting through windows, and it felt just like that. And I don't know how Aero Revolution just threw that round, and maybe they just threw their chance of being in the Champion Series, but I just probably jinxed it for them because of the caster's curse. So, Leo, please help me.
We wanted some Shaiko plays and we got them. That's what's important. That's what I'm happy about. It wasn't from Cryptic as you predicted, and I told you we're not gonna see any Shaiko plays without ACOG, man. But Mitchell, he delivered with that holo 1v3, and I'm sure Ignite is happy about that one.
Maybe some King George plays with the ACOG, prone, and something King George would do. Prone with ACOG in like spawn.
Yeah, but then
King George does.
Right, but how does that help you in competitive Siege, right? Like, what do you actually do with that?
I mean, ACOG is overrated, except for Sledge and Ash.
I mean, really depends on your playstyle, right? Because if you have to be pushing constantly, depends on the map as well. If you have to be constantly pushing close angles, CQC corners, just like what Mitchell did there, I mean, that's really hard to win out with an ACOG, especially at a higher level or at this level even. I mean, even at T3, T4, it's still hard when everyone is really reacting really fast, shooting pretty fast. Most of the gunfights end with a headshot. The ACOG really doesn't help you in those situations. Maybe in ranked that's possible, but Venom, again, man, he just did the same thing. I mean, how do you even do that twice in a row? How do Ignite not learn from this? Mitchell is just challenging this. Was Mitchell the one challenge that challenged it last time around?
Yeah, the Ash. I don't know.
Okay, Mitchell, I get it. You just 1v3'd, but come on, man. You just lost that gunfight.
Come on, man.
Two or three rounds before that, and you don't want Aero to equalize 5-5. You want to stay comfortable here. You can't be losing gunfights like this. I mean, you're just not peeking a Maverick hole like that. You're not gonna have the advantage. All Cade needs to do there is just, hold the angle, wait for the color, for the pixel color to change, and then he's just gonna start spraying. And for you, it's just so hard to see him from the other side, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think Mitchell has just got too happy over that 1v3. He's like, yeah, I mean, I won't die exactly the same angle, exactly the same time, which I did last time. But, here we are, Venom. Just slapped him again with the 1.5, which we do love to see that 1.5 scope in the game on pretty much every single op. And hopefully A7 can change that meta with
Ooh.
his holographic. Nades are going to come out from construction in the hands of Cryptic, and Dicey's going to get a lovely shot onto Venoms. That's the man who just killed Mitchell. That's his revenge for him. 40 seconds left, and I mean, it's all coming down to these ending plays. Some lovely coconut brassy holes. Liko's going to get a kill on Finesse, the 4v3 in favor, but no, a 3v3 is Cryptic's going to get a frag grenade. Cryptic's going to be in this big position, but does he know that A7 is up close on the wall? Slows and Liko holding this crossfire with A7 slap bang in the middle. And I mean, 15 seconds left. There's no way they just do the exact same thing. They're all going to
No
jump
way they're
in.
just gonna jump in the window, man.
No way. It's just done. Venom doing the same kill. And
Oh my
A7's
God.
going to do the
Oh,
same
no.
kill. But no! I 1v2, but yeah. Oh my God.
That's a slaughter, man. There's no way you're going for that again, man. Come on.
Come on, Mitchell. Mitchell, you gotta say, I've just died the same way. Don't die the same way again. What the hell? This is no way. It's deja vu. It is deja vu. Life is a lie.
I think
Life is a
it's just
lie.
the same. It's just the same round over again. It's just the same thing happened basically. So
Exactly.
they went for the CCTV wall. They opened the Maverick wall, not entirely, but they opened some Maverick lines.
Mitchell
Then
died.
the player
angle.
died.
Same angle.
The player died on the Maverick walls on the same angle. They went for construction control. They got some kills. They put some pressure. They give up construction mostly and all go for the server window.
But why did
And then they
give up
just crumble and die.
construction?
I mean, the one player pushed in from the door, but it just wasn't enough. I mean, why don't you send someone up casters,
You had
for
the
example?
breach. You had the breach. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
there was
that's
a guy
true.
in green.
That's
There was a
true.
guy
They
in
had the
green box.
breach. They had the breach open. They had the
Yeah.
breach open. I mean,
And
definitely questionable. And I feel like that answers my question why it's been so defender sided. I don't think it's because defense is crazy today or anything, but both of these teams are really lacking on the execution on the attacks in general.
their brain cells on attack have just been missing. I
Oh
don't know.
man, come on.
I mean,
I'm
Ignite
not-
Esports, you
You
have
said
to.
that. I didn't say that.
You have construction
10
breach.
seconds left
You
before
have construction breach. There's no guy in cash.
Guys,
still
you made
have
Squishy a little bit
ability,
heated. Squishy's a bit heated, boys.
You have
You
the
can't be playing like
Iana
that.
Jemima.
Attackers must
You have
locate
the
and defuse the
Iana
bomb.
Gemini. Yes.
You tell him, bro.
Use it. You run in. Ted, go get
Yep.
the refrag when you have the intel.
Facts.
Yep. You plant the bomb because
Facts.
obviously there's no time left. And unless you're blind, yep, I don't know why you're playing
Facts.
siege if you're blind. You check the time, you plant the bomb, you kill the guys, and then you win the round. It's not
Let's
rocket
go,
science.
Squishy.
Let's
Go,
go.
Squishy.
I should be coaching for TSM.
Yeah, hire Squishy as a coach at this point because he knows way better than you, obviously, guys. So
Hey, Leo,
just-
Leo, do you know how to win every R6 game?
what,
you know
what do you do?
You know
No,
you
I have no
only,
idea.
You only need 5 bullets to win an R6 round.
Really? How do you do
Yeah.
that?
Well, you really can only have one if you get a collateral all 5 players. But I mean,
Oh my god,
if
that's
you
insane.
wanna,
Can
if you
teach me?
wanna, Leo, I can teach you because another little tip before we go into a VC after this, and I teach you all of my little, little tic tacs or whatever.
what? What are you gonna be I'm so interested in that.
Tips and tricks, tips and tricks. I just need to say, if you want
You
to win
said
an R,
tic tacs, bro. I don't know.
if you want to win an R6 game, kill the other team.
I need to know your tic tacs. If I want to win an
No,
R6 game.
Leo, let's be serious. If you really want to win the SI Invitational overtime match point best of 5, fifth
Attackers have
map,
located a bomb.
just kill
Oh,
the
Jesus
other
Christ.
team. Just kill the other 5 players. It's not rocket science.
That's
It's
true.
a video game. Just kill the other team and you win. I mean,
I agree.
I don't see anything.
I don't
wrong
know.
with
I don't
that.
know why players make it so difficult. Honestly, opening
Why-
walls, breaching
Why?
things, nading.
What
Like-
is Cryptic doing? Why is he?
I don't know.
nading?
Why is
Burning
Cryptic nading
ADSs?
below the hatch right now?
Burning
Makes no sense. Just
ADSs? Burning
Go
ADSs?
go into side and shoot them, man. Just
What
go
is
into
this?
side and land 5
This
headshots, bro.
isn't Minecraft. Run in. It's a first-person shooter. Ash,
definitely.
run in. 4x3, 90 FOV, 60 FOV. Shaiko sense. Run it in motto. Kill them. It's competitive.
I
Don't-
completely agree, man.
It feels like Minecraft. Stop building blocks. Stop breaking wood by breaching metal.
Oh, okay. While you say that, the church wall is already open, though, and the kitchen hatch is open as well. So Ace is doing a lot of work here. What is utility? Yana is going to use her clone. A lot of pressure on these defenders right now as they know this attack is coming in from the church. side and maybe even the kitchen hatch at the same time. Mitchell is gonna take down the first one though, and it doesn't look too good. Venom is gonna take down Dicey. Mitchell is gonna trade back onto Venom's. 2v4 right now for Aero, and they have to clutch it out somehow. 2v3 right now. Mitchell is in blue. He's gonna take down. Oh no, he's gonna be taken down by Aeon, and Maverick here right now is in a 2v1 with the Yana. Yana is planting down the bomb. Tenjin is looking for this plant. He knows the plant is going down. Maverick is going to be taken down. Great headshot from him. Tenjin is in this 1v1 situation. He knows where the player is approximately, but the diffuser is down and needs to be fast. He won't be able to be landing these bullets, and Cryptic is going to take him down with the ACOG doing a great job from that long angle right there. And that's the kind of situation where you want an ACOG.
No. Should I?
You still want the hole, man.
Bro, come on, man. You see why Ignite Esports running around? They killed the defenders and they win. I mean,
That's true.
I don't know why Rogue or
you don't know why they even planted, right? Why did they even plant?
Why did they
Makes
plant?
no sense.
Are they crafting pickaxes or something? This isn't Roblox. Come on,
right?
Just kill the other team.
I mean, this is not Counter-Strike, guys. You're not getting any extra money to buy guns for the next round when you plant the bomb. Just go in and kill the enemy team.
Yeah, I mean, Ted's just like, all right, guys. If I get this breach, I get £50. I can get some, smoke grenades for the next round. No, it's not CS:GO. It's not cheater v cheater. It's Shaiko gameplay versus King George gameplay. Defenders. This is how I think R6 should be played. Attackers.
I'm confused at this point.
I don't know.
Attacking and King George defending. What's happening here? At this point?
I don't know why invitational people analyze people haven't picked me up yet. I'm the best analyze ever. Alright, attackers.
Analyst?
Run ill.
You're the best analyst.
Yes, I'm the best analyst.
Write it down, guys. Write everything down here.
Alright, everyone run scout. Get your notebook out, alright? Okay.
Definitely.
On attack, kill defenders. On defense, kill attackers. It's not rocket science. Liko, why are you reinforcing the rotate? Liko, this isn't ranked in silver. Come on, man.
Just misclicked, bro. Just leave the man alone, bro. Ignite is on a match point right now. He's feeling the pressure, man.
Oh yeah, and the fact that he doesn't. Why did he bring a bulletproof camera when they have the Valkyrie and they don't have any barbed wire?
It's probably the part of the strat, man.
Yeah, it's just part of the new futuristic, and the fact that the new operator is the new operator for next season is a mirror on attack. You know that?
Really? Is that?
Yeah. R6 is literally like 2050, and everyone's sitting on their new £500 gaming PC seat, grinding R6 in the future.
All right.
And Aero Revolution.
Everyone's just gonna be.
Are gonna lose this, and they can't get 4 maps in a row. If Cryptic's gonna be fragging like how he's been doing on 17 kills.
Maybe if Aero had Mira on attack, man.
Yeah, maybe if they just teleport future. I mean, it's not difficult, man. Just teleport future, get that mirror on attack, place it down. It's not rocket science, Leo. It's not big brain.
All right. Apparently, teleporting is not rocket science, guys. I mean, we're gonna be opening the bar hatch here, and I'm sure that's not rocket science as well. As Finesse is gonna be doing it pretty nicely. I mean, he's
what
really.
What do you mean if Finesse is gonna be doing it? Are you calling Finesse dumb? Like, what's that, man? That's clips.
Wait, what? What did I say? You're trying to cancel me or something, bro? What's happening here?
Oh, I don't know, man. But Finesse.
The hatch is open. I mean, that was pretty fast, right? 10 seconds? That was
I mean, he's doing a good job, but a minute left. And not really any early opening kills, which we've seen previously for either teams. And it's just looking like a stalemate where Aero Revolution is just going to be needing to hold down these doors. And Ignite Esports is going to be rushing in these last 20 seconds. And it's looking like this as Venom gets a lovely headshot onto Cryptic. He's going to find one. Might be able to find a second, but Mitchell's going to try and get this trade back. And Dicey's going to be expecting this Malusi pushing down the main stairs. 35 seconds left. And Dicey's going to have to be forced to push. And Venom is going to be spraying down a second, but he's not going to get enough. What a whiff by Venom's. Dicey's going to find one of his own, a 4v4. 25 seconds left. Tick by tick. The time goes down. Slows is going to get one, but Finesse is going to get get the refrag. Finesse is gonna get a double kill. He's gonna be in this blue, a 2v3 in favor of Ignite Esports. It might just be a 2v2 as Hinton's gonna be aggressive, but Dicey is gonna land some amazing shots. It's all going down. The bomb has been planted. Finesse on a triple. Might be able to find the fourth, but Liko is gonna be on this hallway. 1v3. If he loses this, he's not gonna be able to get this 4-map win, but he's gonna try and win because it is possible, but it's not looking like this. The intel's gonna be in both teams' favor. 20 seconds left. They just have to waste 7 more seconds of time, so he cannot defuse Leo. It's all gone downhill. Aero Revolution have struggled, and it's not going well. Yep, there you go. Time by time. Finesse is gonna try and find his fourth in this round, but he won't be able to find it. A good half, and a good half it was.
Bomb defused. Attackers win.
Well, that's a little bit underwhelming.
Yeah, I mean,
we've been hyping up the Aero in the playoffs and all of that, and that's it. It's
So,
gone.
in the first
Gone,
map,
guys.
it wasn't like it was up to the 4th map. It was just the first map they had to win, and it's just gone to kapoof.
Yeah. All right, so it looks like we're gonna be going for a 10-minute break. We're gonna have, I'm sure, a more exciting game than this one on the coastline. It's a map that we don't see often, so I hope you guys are all gonna stay here for coastline if you're ready for some action.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's it. I mean, I'm ready for coastline. I'm definitely a little bit disappointed by Aero
Yeah.
losing out so quickly, but still, we're gonna have an exciting coastline today. And stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Take the 10-minute break, and we'll be back soon.
Thank you, everybody.
Fix implies it will guaranteed work.
Oh, well, hold on. He has an ADS as well? Oh, come on, it's bullshit, but Explode's gonna find Salvo, but that'll find Rodico. The man with the shotgun, I don't know what's wrong with that. We're gonna jump for that kill and we're gonna snack it, knife him, shoot him. Nope, nice.
Obviously, there were my gadgets. I'm gonna call them. Cryptic gets a kill as I speak. The ADS is being coming and play. The Monty playing aggressive. Cryptic gets another onto D7. That's the Monty gone. Monty and Ace both very fatal. Amazing players for Burspert. Dice gets another kill in 5v2 situation. Cryptic gets a third.
But I think it's such a rough operate, like shield just feels like paper mache at times, and well, that rotation hole means that Blavansky will look one way, get hit from a smoke canister will kill him. One bullet from anyone in play will kill him, and Sharky able to find both Batata, Salvo will shut down Explode means it is down to Wowen, and they know roughly where he is. It seems like Sharky's on the prowl, and there we go. When there's blood in the water, the Sharks know where it is.
They said I'm the better one, and well, both are right. As they just played right now, MP9 is gonna find Boyster.
He's lurking on top of the armory stairs, and it looks like no one is aware of that. Maybe not even Valkyrie herself, and she is aware though. She's gonna get a double for troubles. A triple kill. Beautiful shot onto Cryptic there through the wall, and the attack is just gonna push down the tower stairs. Mitchell is gonna get another 1 second. Mitchell is gonna get Steezy is gonna get a frag here onto Syrup, I'm pretty sure, and Mitchell is gonna be alone in this 1v2. He's gonna be able to secure it though. 1v2, he's gonna make it work. A great double kill from him. Amazing shots. Look at this. Beautiful headshots and a follow-up right there. Wow, I can't believe he was able to clutch this one out, man. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Talent League, second map of the day today between Aero and Ignite. If you missed out on the first map, it ended up with a 7-5, really close score line to Ignite, meaning that Aero it doesn't have a chance to go into playoffs. And with that being said, before we head into the second map on Coastline, I just want to say congratulations to Noetic, Karlstad, QVG, and Vor Sports because all four of them are confirmed for the playoffs. And that's it. I mean, hopefully, all of them are gonna do their best in the playoffs, and I'm excited to see Noetic. I'm excited to see Noetic in the best of three situation. Best of three scenarios to see how to deal with that kind of pressure when everyone I'm sure, has their eyes on Noetic. And besides that, uh, I don't know if we're ready to start Coastline anytime soon, but it looks like we're not ready as some of the players are not in the lobby yet. But yeah, Coastline then. So Aero cannot go to playoffs, but we still have Coastline to play today between Aero and Ignite. And at this point, the teams are just kind of playing for, I don't know, they're playing for standings, I guess, but they're not really playing for anything too meaningful, right? They're not playing for
Yeah.
playoffs at least.
I mean, both teams aren't playing for like a position in anything, but they're fighting for something for their own reason. I think Ignite Esports should be fighting the fact that they can handle Booster and Syrup not being on their team. Air Revolution are fighting for their pride, I guess. I guess if they win this map, they win pride. And that's what my teacher says at school if I do something good.
All right. I mean, yeah. I mean, also there's that. You don't want to just end the season with that feeling of losing. That's
You
a
want to
really
end on
big
a
thing
good
in my
note.
opinion. Yeah, definitely. You want to end on a good note. You want to make sure that because especially at this level, I mean, when things don't go their way, they usually disband, make a lot of changes, and we see it really often, even in Talent
Mm,
League. So that would be definitely sad to see because
mm.
usually, most of the time, that's not the answer. But it looks like a lot of these young players and a lot of the young teams, they think that's the quickest answer. And I mean,
Yeah,
it's definitely the quickest, but it's not the correct answer for the long term usually.
yeah,
Sometimes
and
it works out, and it's just a gamble, right? So you
yeah,
don't want to be losing at the end of the season.
yeah. Obviously, you wanna end on a strong note, and the fact that you've accomplished something, you've done well throughout the league, and not leaving the fact like you're on the complete end of the leaderboard, not winning a single game. But I think you were saying loads of teams don't actually give their like each other, like their teammates, chances. And if one game goes badly, they just put all of their time and effort in the team just all to that game. And I think that's what many young, leagues, not leagues, teams do. They're like, oh, we're so bad. Let's just completely change the team, change everything because it's obviously not working. And I mean, hopefully, Air Revolution win this map. So Ignite Esports and Aero Revolution win on both get a one map win. But maybe I think Aero Revolution do have tomorrow to prove to themselves against High 3 and 5, so it's not the end of their and not their end of the season today.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, even if you're not one of the teams being congratulated here on the top four, like going to playoffs and playing top four, I mean, there's still other leagues. There's still next season of Talent League. There's still other things to achieve together as a team, and it's just the beginning of your career, beginning of your journey, right?
Mm,
So you don't want to take it uh, too hard. You want to make sure you're still grinding. As long as you have the passion for the game, you want to make sure that you're still grinding. You want to try and not switch up players in the team and not leave teams too often because that's all. It also doesn't usually doesn't get you anywhere good. So you want to make sure that you find the players that you're having fun with that you think have the potential. Overall, look at the overall picture and don't look at the necessarily don't look over the the losses that season or this season because you're only starting out. It's not really a big deal to not get to playoffs at the moment. You're not really at a point where it matters that much, right? You're still at the point where you're developing your talent as players and as a team, and you're trying to just get as much experience as possible, just trying to get out there and grind. And that's the right mentality, not, oh, let's just swap every player that we possibly can that we think is not doing good on the scoreboard or whatever it is, or that I don't like, and that's gonna be the answer, because usually it's not the answer.
And I mean, we've seen Noetic do it. They've stuck together. At least that I know they've had the
That's a
same
great
roster for quite a
example.
long time. Yep, they've stuck together and they've accomplished something throughout. I think 2 years. They've been at Talent League for 2 years and they've been champions for the past 2 seasons. And it really shows for these lower teams, they have to get their name out like Noetic did, and show that they're a force to be reckoned with. And at the end of the day, their name's out there. And it was like, oh no, we're playing Team Noetic. We're going to lose. The pressure's on. And that's where teams have to step up and really push forward. And it is a great example, as you've just said, Team Noetic. They've been like quite amazing throughout the season. And so far, they're up to win this season as well, 3 times in a row.
Yeah, definitely. Nautic is a great example, and just look at teams like that. And that's not the only example. We can just bring loads and loads, whether it's teams that made it to CL or made it to EUL or whatever it is. Usually, it's not these fresh teams that are only together for 3 to 6 months or even a year. It's usually teams that are together for 2 years, a year and a half, right? That's when, I mean, after a year, that's when usually a lot of chemistry starts to form and you really get to know the players. And sure, sometimes you have to make roster changes, but it's usually nothing crazy for these teams. They would replace a player, max 2, but nothing more. Usually there's a core that sticks together, and that's what's important. It looks like we're ready though to start Coastline, and I'm definitely excited for this one. I mean, with all that being said, stay together, guys. Grind it out. Make sure you're not exaggerating with how you react to the losses, and just understand that you're in the beginning of your career. So just do your best, and if your best is not enough yet, that's okay. You didn't fail quite yet.
And another thing I love to add of your amazing explanation is the fact that players, like especially even me, when I tried to get into comp, I mean I am very young, as people know, but other players which are like 16, they've hit this age where they can be entered into teams, because it's definitely hard for people like people at the age like me getting into teams, but there are some teams. But especially for young ages, they don't give the time to devote to the team, and they always think like, oh, we're so terrible, we've lost one game. Where actually, if they stick with the team and they trust their teammates, they can really build a relationship with their teammates and their team, and build it up and get better and better and better, and eventually win. I mean, we can talk about a really big example, like TSM. Where did the R6 roster come out from? They picked up players. They were losing majors. Bolo came in, a big swap, and then they build it up from there, just like Team Noetic. And hopefully for these teams in these leagues, Aero Revolution, Ignite Esports, can just do the exact same and hopefully get there someday.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even a more recent example and a more local one, a team like Koana, right? For example, made it to EUL, started out, I mean, together, I think 3 of these players are together for like more than 2 years now, if I remember correctly. 3 of these players, definitely more than 2 years. And, they stuck through it. They weren't even in T3 when they started. They just tried to, I think they were Fox Esports or whatever it is, Burning Foxes. And they just tried requalifying for UKN. I mean, it wasn't UKN at that time. It was UK Premiership, I think. And they tried to requalify. They were at a relegation spot. They requalified, rebuilt the roster, and then since they rebuilt the roster, but they stuck with the same 3 players, the core players. They rebuilt the roster, and then they really started their grind. But it was so long ago, and they started that grind that long ago, man, that people only see, they see the success, they see the UL, they see Challenger League, they see all of that, but they don't see the year and a half of really hard work that they've put in before, and what took to get to that point, right? And they think that it all just happens within 3 to 6 months. You just start a team, you get good players, and it just works somehow. And if it doesn't work, you just rebuild or you move to another team, and it's just gonna work somehow. You're just gonna get lucky at some point. And I
10
mean,
seconds left
that
before
really
insertion.
it really isn't how it works.
Yeah.
5
Because
seconds
it's,
remaining.
I mean, it's not enough to get lucky. The
Attackers
competition
discovered
is
the
really,
location
really
of the
hard.
bomb.
It's really,
Attackers are
really
heading
up
out
there
to
at this
defuse the
point.
bomb.
I mean, the game has been around for that long, for so long. So that's not the way, guys. And I mean, I hope everyone is. I mean, everyone who needs to hear this is gonna listen back to this, especially the players, and they're gonna, they're really gonna think about what I'm saying here.
Yeah. And before we go along about that too long, I mean, we did see the Jackal and Mirror ban, but Smoke ban is, Smoke gives so much utility on this map, and as well as Iana ban. Maybe I think Cryptic might be sad about the Iana ban, but maybe Aero Revolution, maybe they didn't like how Cryptic was getting too much intel with the Geminis, but definitely the Smoke. It's not, I wouldn't say a surprise because the amount of things Smoke can do on this map. But I guess Smoke and Iana, new bands to the scene, and it's just something different to see, and especially Coastline, complete polar opposite to the class which we do love to see.
I feel like Coastline is one of those maps where, okay,
Oh.
the early C4 gonna take down Tension there. That's definitely gonna sting.
But
I mean, I don't even know if we had info on that one, man,
Yeah.
because probably Valkyrie cam. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Mitchell just used the coconut bra Valkyrie cam which he posted in like one of his videos. So the
No
fact
way,
that
man.
Valk is on this and hashtag coconut bra because he just posted a new video, and I think Mitchell's been watching that. So Air Revolution are gonna be scared.
I mean, I always say that stay on top of your coconut bra videos, guys. If you're competitive players, it's not a joke. I'm serious. Come on, it's so effective. Usually gets free kills, and it's only gonna work once. But every competitive
Freebies.
game where you get freebies, it's just it's just so impactful, so important.
Yeah.
But I mean, with that being said, Ash is somehow inside the bathroom right now. There's so much pressure on the defenders, but they're actually in disadvantage right now. So a 4v5, Finesse is gonna get really aggressive here, and he's gonna take down Venoms with the shotgun up close. SAS operator doing the work there. The F2 is gonna do the work right back though. Aeon knows that the player is down. Youth is down by the table there, but he won't be able to finish it up. Leiko and Slows, both of them are gonna clean up some kills here, and all of a sudden it's a 3v2 for the attackers. Just a classic Coastline scenario here. Mitchell is gonna get the kill above though, and on the vertical player, and that's gonna alleviate a lot of pressure. There's still a player in bathroom, and I'm sure that Mitchell and Melusi here are aware of this. So they're gonna try and isolate him. Aeon is gonna put this plan down, and it looks like the players are a little bit stuck. They don't feel like they have a way to get out and deny that plan because of the smoke and everything else. C4 is gonna go out, but it doesn't look like it's gonna connect with anything. Leiko is gonna try and take down one of the defenders, but he won't be able to. Aeon is gonna refrag right back, and now all of a sudden he's in a 1v1 situation with the Fuser right next to him, and now it's almost impossible for Mitchell to win it out.
Yeah,
But he's getting aggressive. Mitchell is faking the defuse, and the F2 is gonna finish it up. Mitchell is gonna be taken down by that F2. Great job from that Twitch right there, utilizing that gun. And I mean, a great 3v. Was it a 3v5?
It was a 3v5.
3v4?
It was a 3v5 and completely switched against Ignite Esports, and yeah, Aero Revolution just coming out on top with those slows, the big man getting the frags and supporting that bathroom and kitchen push.
Yeah, that was really nice to see, especially how they turned that around, right? 3v5, this doesn't really look too good for them. And then all of a sudden, the attackers just come out of nowhere. They get a lot of frags, and we see it often on the coastline, right? It's one of those maps where, like, when things happen, they happen within a second or two, just 2 or 3 frags on the scoreboard and on the kill feed, and everything just changes entirely. You thought something is happening, one thing is happening, just...
defuse as many bombs as they can.
I mean, you shouldn't be investing stocks into coastline games. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and Ignite Esports, they had that C4 kill, and then Finesse got that shotgun kill, 3v5, and really, I don't really know what happened there, and it completely swapped. The tables really turned, and Aero
I mean, they just won their gunfights. They pushed in as attackers in coastline, won their gunfights. That's usually the case on coastline, right? Because nothing really stops you. There's no important breach that you have to breach. There's no important utility do you have to get rid of usually. So you always have the option to just kind of push and take the gunfights. And if you manage to win those, then usually you're gonna have the advantage regardless. And it really makes me happy to see that round, just because, you know, you have to wonder what the mentality on Aero side is. You still have to remember that they came in here today to play for a playoff spot, and now all of a sudden they're not playing for it anymore. And it definitely needs, I mean, it's gotta hurt a little bit, right? But it looks like they're still here to play. They're gonna play seriously, and I'm happy to see that.
Yeah, and I believe we're going to see the top-down push, which we saw previously. I'm not going to say it worked, because it didn't really. C4 came out, and then Mitchell got a kill onto Slows doing above. So the vertical push really didn't work, really didn't have that much effect on Ignite Esports. But those solo plays individually from Aero Revolution did have an effect. So hopefully they can do those individual plays and get those, you know, lovely clips and montages.
Dedicated droner to just drone out the Valkyrie. Yeah, that's what you have to do in a scenario like that, especially on coastline where the vertical play is so important.
Yeah, and I mean, we already see Slows pushing in, but Lico's gonna take a kill on Dicey. 2 minutes in, someone's droning in him. Someone's droning him in. And early frags, high risk, high reward plays by Lico, and it's worked out well from so far. And if he keeps it up, Ignite Esports, they need to do something. They need to react, and I think that might be Cryptic, the man here, being pushed. But Finesse is going to get that response onto Slows, finding one of his own. But Lico, so aggressive with Venoms alongside him. But Totus on this long Andy might be able to get a kills or two. The call-out is going to come. He's going to be pinched. Cryptic in this situation. He's got the pistol out. He's being pushed, but support from Ted again. It's going to be a 2v4 in this situation, but A7 gets a kill. A 2v3 all went down in that main lobby, and Cryptic is still alive. He was being pushed by 3 members, and he still comes out alive. 1 minute left, and this vertical control, as I've said, not doing anything except for those individual players, and those individual players have been shut down in the hands of Ted and Cryptic.
Yeah, that was definitely a strange scenario. There are 3 players pressuring that lobby player, and nothing really came out of it. I mean, Cryptic is still there. I believe he's in the same spot, and nothing really changed for the defenders. He's still holding on to lobby. They're gonna get rid of the Valkyrie cam here, but honestly, that Valkyrie cam didn't even have an impact on the round. It was just that failed lobby push that really failed them. So Aero is looks like they're gonna go for pretty desperate service door push here. And Toads, Cryptic, and Mitchell here, they're all gonna be ready for this push. The wall is soft, and they're gonna try and spray through, maybe even possibly get a lucky kill through the wall, but doesn't look like that's gonna happen. 1 player in the service door, 1 player in bathroom pushing in. Ninja's gonna get the first one, won't be able to pick up the second one though. Bathroom player is gonna refrag Aeon in a 1v2 situation, just sprinting around, doesn't even know where the last player is at, and he's gonna be taken down by the warden there in the corner, just holding the angle, shooting down the sprinting player, just like a headless chicken.
I mean, yeah, a 1v1, we saw the trade in bathroom, and I mean, Aero Revolution, as you just said, that lobby push didn't do anything for them. It was a 2v3 in favor of Ignite Esports, but somehow Aero Revolution just got those frags and ended in a 1v1. But Ted, sitting in that corner with that lovely new holographic with that suppressor, finishing it off, and a headless chicken, Venom's just running around, and, a good equal round. Coastline, an attack-sided map, and, I think Kitchen, when you have certain control, especially of above, and when attackers utilize above, it can be, very harsh on the defenders, but, Ted stood his ground and took that round for his team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you have to wonder for a second. There are probably some viewers are wondering why the Ace is just running around like that, and why isn't he checking the common corners and all of that. But I mean, when you're playing, when you're feeling the pressure, when all of the things are happening at the same time, sometimes just, don't think about the simple things. You're running out of time, and you just think about the fact that you have to run, see the player, and kill him as soon as possible. And I mean, that's usually what happens. We even see it at a very high level. We even see it at the UL, at T1, and NAL. We see it everywhere at a really high level. And there's a really common joke about, just disable your shift, your sprint button, right? So, just funny how you just see it everywhere, and the criticism is always the same, but it just seems like it's a common problem in Siege, right? Because you have the option to sprint, you're running out of time in those scenarios, and it's just kind of hard not to, because you feel like, okay, if I don't sprint, then maybe possibly he's in the other side of the other side really deep in, and I won't be even able to get to him, right? So why would I be walking around ADS?
Yeah, and I mean, just the pressure, especially applied from these teams' Venoms, you know. Hella chicken, as you said. I mean, you just said it then, but when you're in this scenario and there's 5 seconds left, I mean, the big red timer in your face, and you've just got no time to, you know, analyze what's going through your mind. And then 10, it's just a lineup for him. But onto this round, and I believe, you know, hopefully Aero Revolution trying to pick one of two, especially Slows, you know, getting a kill with his big ACOG, and this is where the ACOG is good, you know, on that ruins. And we're gonna see
So
a VIP
you support
push.
the ACOG now?
I mean, only on Sledge and Ash, only on Sledge and Ash. I just said only on Sledge and Ash. I promise.
Wait, on Ash?
Yeah.
Attackers have dropped
Wait,
a bomb
what?
diffuser.
Yeah, like
You-
when Ash had Alpha C. ACOG.
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
bro. What are you even
Attackers
talking
recovered
about?
the
That's
diffuser.
ancient.
It's still godly.
You can't be. That doesn't count anymore. What do you mean only Sledge and Ash? It's only
The
Sledge
attacker's
then,
bomb
man.
diffuser
Ash
has
doesn't
been
have
dropped.
ACOG or R for
Attackers
C
have
for,
recovered their
I don't know,
It
like
will. It will. Trust
3
me.
years? No.
In 3 years' time, Arsenal's gonna be like, all our players have left us. Let's go back to 2015 Siege, and trust me, it's gonna be there.
Let's just revert every patch that we ever made.
Liko, why are you not using R4C? What is this? You're
I mean-
literally disappointing me.
I don't know if you
Lik-
noticed, but he's going back and forth. He's sometimes using it, sometimes he isn't.
He's disrespecting Ash. I will never touch the G360 in my whole entire
1v3 was the
life.
R4C, by the way. Was with the
Yeah.
R4C, if I remember correctly. So
Yeah.
sometimes he's using it, sometimes he isn't. I mean, I guess it just
Right.
depends on how he's feeling it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the best way of like kind of playing Siege, right? Because you have the option usually between 2 assault rifles on attack.
Yeah,
So-
but I mean, anyway.
But the R4, I get what you mean,
I-
man. I don't know. I would never just take another gun over the R4C.
Oh, A7's gonna be taken down. It's down, but Liko's trying to get a frag, but no, Mitchell shuts him down. A 3v5, 25 seconds left. We have the vocals from beneath, and maybe Mitchell can find one. Venom's gonna be forced to push, gonna be aggressive, and he's gonna find one. It's gonna be a situation, 3v3 situation, but Mitchell's gonna be down. A 2v1,
Seconds to
and
go.
Venom has to clutch us up. 10 seconds left. He's got his pistol out, so is Dicey. He's gonna be pushed. He's got the deagle. He's got no bullets left. 5 seconds left. Crypto's gonna have his Aruni out. His P10's gonna shut him down, but Dicey ends that round with his deagle. And I mean, it all went down. I mean, ping pong back and forwards. But Ignite Esports come out on top, and Mitchell with those angles beneath.
Yeah, that was a great round to watch. I mean, Ignite came out on top here, but you know, it felt at some point like Aero, if they just win just one more gunfight, maybe could go their way, but just not the case at the moment, and they're struggling a little bit attacking for the past 2 rounds. Yeah.
Yeah. Some more squishy analyst mode. Write this down.
Yeah, I'm listening,
new
man.
tip. Win your
Kill more
ones.
players.
Kill more players. Hit the head, and you win. I promise.
I
Even
believe
though
you,
the
man.
hitbox is small.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
Unless you're playing Ash and the
by
hitbox
attackers.
is a pixel. But unless you're playing Valkyrie, hit the head and you win. Isn't it right, Leo? I'm pretty sure if you hit the head, they win.
I don't know. I don't have your level of knowledge, but if you
I
say
think
so, man,
I'm
I
too
believe you.
advanced. I'm just too
Yeah.
advanced, man. What
Definitely.
is this? Champ 1? Imagine only being an SI Invitational winner, man. Like, I'm
Man, you
so
should be
next
playing and
level.
not casting, honestly. Actually,
Yeah,
a
man.
genius here that we have on the desk.
I'm actually a big brain. What's
Yeah.
that? Rotate a ruling, man. You're wasting your mechanical
seconds to go.
arm.
What do you mean wasting a
Electricity.
mechanical arm? No,
5 seconds.
it doesn't work like that, man. What are you talking about?
Cryptic, man. You gotta think about
Attackers are heading out to the
vegetables in the ocean. The turtles, you're killing the turtles. Stop wasting your mechanical arm. I just find it so sad.
I'm done, bro. I'm done.
Cryptic. I mean, I'm
I
actually
need
gonna...
Trippin to save me.
I'm gonna
I need someone to
cry.
help me out here.
I mean,
I'm not equipped for this, guys. This is not what I signed up for.
you come back to this. Okay. But trust me, I mean, win your ones and you win the game. You kill them.
I
Big
believe you,
note
man.
from Squishy. Yeah, but I mean,
You know, I noticed that Aero is kind of taking it slow for coastline
Yeah.
attack, right? I don't know if it just feels like that because you've been talking. It just feels like forever.
yeah, I mean, I did what stop bullying.
maybe
Stop
maybe it's
bullying.
just you. You know what? It's just 2 minutes on the clock. I think
I
it's
th-
just you.
I think that's why the first round of Clubhouse went so quickly. I think I just talked about
Yeah, you
turtles
didn't
in
say
the
much,
ocean.
man. Yeah, you didn't say much, bro.
Well,
Maybe
anyway,
we
I
should
mean,
cut out the turtles and talk
Yeah.
about something relevant, like Mitchell here being in the office, but no one
Uh,
seems to pressure him, and it looks like he's just
it's
putting
gonna
some.
be a kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know,
I
three
mean,
people in kitchen.
office is still important to hold.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully Mitchell can get these, flanks as he's going to be pushing security, maybe picking 1 or 2. But he's going to be dropping back, and 5-man all pushing from kitchen side. But Venoms is going to pick off Ted. That's going to be the Warden. That's going to be the ADS, and Venoms is going to find Cryptic's big forehead, and a double for him. As it's going to be a 5v3 in favor of Revolution. Hopefully for them, they're going to be trying to get a kill or 2. Mitchell's still in this power play, and he can use this. Maybe picking off Slows, dropping this. Yep, so Slows is going to be dropping this off his balcony, but Mitchell's going to be on this as he's going to launch some bullets, and he's going to be able to take up attention. He's going to get the refrag, a 2v4 in favor of Aero Revolution, and it's all up to Finesse and Dicey to pick these 4 last players off. But Finesse is not going to be winning his gunfight, and it's just going to be Dicey left. He's going to take out A7, does not have the diffuser. He's very low HP, the diffuser's going down. And I mean, Aero Revolution, an amazing 5-man push from kitchen side, but Dicey not letting anyone down, but except for Tenjin taking him out after taking out Liko. What a round by Aero Revolution, and they just came out on top once more.
Yeah, definitely. They equalize it now 2-2, and I'm sure they're feeling a little bit better after that one. I mean, it was a pretty good round. They started out a little bit slow, but Venoms really opened up that round with that double in the beginning. And I really noticed that Venoms is really nasty with those narrow pixels, right? He's winning out those gunfights so often, just landing the headshots on those pixels, and it feels like it's really. I mean, we all play Siege, right? We know how it looks like from the other side when a player is just spraying you down like that, and usually he has a magnified scope. He had the 1.5 with the when he was on club with the Cade, and now he's playing with a 2.0. And when a player is just when you're holding a holo angle and a player is just spraying your head down through a pixel with a good fire rate weapon, and you just hear the and you're dead. And you're like, what am I supposed to even do, right? And he's just so good at that.
Yeah, I mean, he is a man to be, reckoned with, as he's been getting these early kills for Aero Revolution, and he got 2 lovely shots, especially with that 2 times, and one of the best guns in the game, I believe. And the AK-12 really strong.
Statistically,
really
the best gun in the game.
You know what's better?
10 seconds remaining.
What's better? The Alpha Suit A-gun.
Ace's gun, I mean, if you don't account for recoil, and that gun doesn't have a lot, it has a little bit of recoil. If you don't account for recoil, it's statistically the best gun in the game.
Yeah.
Has the highest. I'm pretty sure. I mean, unless they changed it, but that's how it used to be when Ace just came out, and if you remember with Fuse, everyone used to say all the time the Fuse has the best gun in the game, and it just wasted potential. And then Ace came out, and now that potential is not wasted anymore. Now we have a fragging hard breach. That's definitely something that really made the game a little bit more exciting. Cryptic is gonna go for these bullet holes and the punch hole on the sunrise wall here, just holding office like that. And that's a risky game, right? Because if they know about, and as I said, that he's gonna shot me up, Liko is gonna be taken down here by and Venoms is gonna trade back onto Mitchell, and shots are gonna be shot towards the sunrise wall. He played there a dangerous game, and he won out his gunfight, and he ran away in time. So Venoms did a good job refragging, but still a great job by and Venoms is gonna go down just like that. Dicey is gonna take him down in the CCTV room. So 2 minutes on the clock and already 3 frags on the board, and a 3v4 for Aero right now. So they need to think about something. They need to make something work. They need to do something maybe a little bit different here. There's an isolated player here in CCTV. If they know it or not, they have to make it work. Yeah.
Dicey just realized they have diffuser, and hopefully for Ignite. Yep, look at them. Look at them all running to the diffuser. Yep, we got the diffuser, boys. Let's just hold it down. And Aero Revolution, 1 minute 30 left. You know, but Tenzin's going to be trying to retrieve this diffuser back as he's going to be on his own roster, pushing in office, getting those pre-fires out, but not connecting on anything.
I mean, office is a hard area to hold.
Attackers
Yeah, but I
recovered the
think
bomb diffuser.
yeah, Ignite Esports just completely left that diffusion. That wasted 20 seconds, but slows. What a lovely shot onto Dicey Cryptic, the second layer, holding security. Maybe could get that refrag or trade. But so far, 1 minute stalemate on this clock, but it might not be stalemate anymore as a double for Cryptic. He's going to be on his own roster, pushing back to site. You know, hopefully for Ignite Esports, they're just going to be holding down these doorways. Tension, maybe trying to pick off one to get the even man count on the board, but I mean, so far Ignite Esports are in this power position. 35 seconds left. Cryptic, I mean, no way he gets a kill from there. Unexpected though, and that's what we love to see from these R6 members, you know, unexpected plays. And I love it. I've Ted, it's going to be on this bomb, maybe getting a kill or two. 20 seconds left. Aero Revolution just have to push in. Hopefully his warden glasses can get some flash, some flash upgrades. But they're just going to be both pushing kitchen entrance. Ted is going to get one. He's going to spray it on second, but no. Ten's just going to be there, but the shotgun's going to come out by Finesse, taking him down, shutting down their attack, and around by Ignite Esports. And Leo, no, they didn't go for vertical that time, Aero. I think they realized it didn't do anything for them, but I mean, I didn't think that push.
I mean, that's good. They're changing things up. They're changing things up. It's just that, you know, Kosan is just one of those maps that it doesn't matter what you do. You have to make sure that you're playing for your opportunities correctly. And it looks like they're not really choosing their opportunities well at the moment, at least, because they're losing out those trades. And when you're losing out the trades, it means that you're either pushing in too fast, too deep, or you're not making the correct decision on the individual level. And it looks like that's just what's happening here. So Air will need to try and adapt here, make sure that they're attacking towards Hookah a little bit better here. Maybe go for a penthouse take, maybe just go and pressure from outside and trying to get an early pick for the window repel. But they need to make sure that there's some sort of constant pressure on the side, and they can't be wasting any time as well, because they have that problem consistently with time, right?
Yeah, and they're living up to the last seconds. But, you know, Esports just holding down those doorways, Leo. It doesn't take that much skill to just hold a doorway. But, I mean, you asked for that penthouse push, and if I remember last time, they didn't go for, like, a penthouse push, but I think they took VIP breach. I think Venom's breached that wall, but again, they got the VIP wall, and they completely left it. No one was even playing on there, and I believe if someone was on there, it could have got a kill or two.
Yeah, that's definitely strange. If they manage to open a VIP wall again, and I mean, that's not really something that's really hard to do. The whole point of doing that is just leaving someone there. It used to be a Bana in the meta, but now it's Ace opening up the wall, but it doesn't really matter, right? You can just leave anyone there. Just making sure that you're holding that rotate, making sure that you're putting that pressure onto the side. And then when the other players are pushing in from Hookah, Aqua, or whatever it is, there is some pressure on the defenders, so they can't just run around and refrag from whatever position they want, right? That's the whole point of opening that wall.
It can really give another element to the round, because defenders, not only if they go for an aqua push and someone's left on that VIP wall, we do see Ignite Esports holding below, so maybe not a difficulty for them, and the C4s are in hand in Finesse. But that crossover, the defenders always have to worry, because that hallway is completely shut down, and that Billard's push is completely shut down, and it really gives the attackers an advantage in their attacking phase, where they can just preach the defenders and hope them to get the kills to set them forward. I mean, for now, talking about kills, Lico's going to be aggressive, Mitchell's going to be spotted, but Mitchell's going to be taking out Lico, and Mitchell's on a double. An insane 3v5. Ignite Esports are looking
to get... didn't even hit him, man.
I think he hit fire when he was unproning, so that's a bit unfortunate in the hands of Tenjin. Slows is going to be on that ruins again. He's not picked up a kill yet on that ruins, which is not looking well. Venoms, he's going to leave that default cam, hopefully go underneath the waves to get a pick or two, but he's going to be known. And he's going to be dropping back, hopefully getting that VIP wall with the crossover with A7 pushing Aqua.
Yeah, definitely. Great play there by Mitchell, and I'm sure it's going to do... I mean, it's going to be really good for defenders in the rest of this round because Aero is gonna struggle in this 3v5 situation. Most of the okay, and Cryptic is gonna go down here in hookah, but they still have the shield up, and I think Slows has those nades, but he's gonna lose those immediately with a great headshot there by Ted. They know there's a player in VIP, and I mean it's up to Aeon right now and Ace in VIP to really make something work. Aeon is getting really aggressive here, as he should, trying to peek through those holes, maybe possibly get a kill through that. F2 just wasn't enough at that time and just wasn't able to land the headshot. Missed a few shots there. Smoke is gonna go out. 20 seconds on the clock here. He's gonna smoke the rotate. He's gonna push in. No one is in the cocktail area though. And he's gonna put the plant down here. I'm not sure if he's faking it or if he's gonna stick this one. Looks like he's gonna fake. He's gonna get one kill, but won't be able to get the second one as the Jaeger on Aqua Stairs. He's just gonna finish it up.
Aqua Stairs?
Yeah, he came down. He came up from Aqua Stairs, right?
Aqua Stairs? You've been playing R6 a lot recently.
Oh yeah, man. The cool vibes. The cool vibe stairs. The cool vibe stairs.
I mean, Mitchell, I think he got those early frags, which we've seen throughout, like, loads. I've seen it every time I cast. There's always early frags, and those early frags always make such a difference in those end games where those two more players could be holding angles, getting those kills. And if it goes to even Oregon to Consulate, those early frags set the team so far forward, and it's just a domino effect. And it was a domino effect. Nearly a flawless round, 4 people alive. Mitchell got a triple on that round. And it's looking strong for Ignite Esports because we talk about how Coastline's an attack-sided map. And Leo, do you think it's attack-sided map?
I mean,
depends, isn't it?
It's definitely not defender-sided.
Yeah.
I'd say it's more over 50-50, but a lot of players would disagree with me. It can get really attacker-sided. That's the thing with Coastline. It can get really attacker-sided, and it just depends on. Usually, it just depends on how the gunfights go. I mean, depends on what team is stronger, because it tends to be that the team who's better on Coastline is just, you know, just making it attacker-sided a little bit. That's usually what happens here. And I don't know if you remember, but on Club, Ignite and Aero, they kind of had the same score. It was 2-4 when they finished up the split, and Aero was able to catch up to them and eventually equalize to 5-5, losing out 7-5, right? But yeah, so I'm curious if that's going to be the case again here, or if Ignite is just going to dominate this Coastline attack, as I'm sure they can, because it looks like they're on fire right now. They're really winning out their gunfights. And on Coastline, you know, a player like Cryptic, who we've seen pop off so hard in the club, he's going to be really influential on a map like Coastline, and we already see him going for plays. You see he's alone. He's probably getting droned right now, and him and Mitchell just walking around below, looking for frags, looking for fights. That's what they're doing right now. Not really strategic, but just, you know, just almost ranked.
Leo, I'm dying right now. Have you seen this toxic lineup? I mean, Finesse is going to get one onto Liko, but the toxic lineup, Lion, Dockerby, Nook, plus the Flores droning you, and then Sledge's grenades. But the combo Lion and Dockerby is so toxic, especially with the Nook. But I mean, about this attacker-sided map, if defenders really utilize Hibana, and even Ace as well, getting VIP wall and then getting that quad wall and just sitting on the roof all game, can completely shut down the defensive side. But I mean, for Ignite Esports, they're going to be shutting down Aero Revolution in a different way, as Mitchell's going to be on these main stairs pushing, B's going to be dropping back, maybe a fake grenade kill, but A7's going to get some bullets. Yeah, questionable. But Tension's going to be able to refrag onto Ted, but A7's going to be very low, very 1 HP, 1 bullet until he gets taken out. It's looking like an aqua push to me, Leo. It's looking like Ignite Esports are going to be taking that side control. We don't see anyone.
Honestly, it's not looking like anything at the moment. Just looks like they're clearing out below. And
they're gonna go for something.
There's 2 repels on the aqua here. Cryptic is gonna get a nade here. I think it was from below, was it?
Yep, a time, lovely coconut bra, tips and tricks video.
That's a great nade from below there. Cryptic is gonna get another one here, and as I said, man, the band is popping off on attack here. Dicey is gonna be able to get another kill with the Claymore here, leaving Slows in a 1v4, and it's gonna be a really challenging one. He knows that there's a player on a big window. He knows there's probably a player on Aqua, and it doesn't really matter. Cryptic is just gonna clean it up. A triple for Cryptic. Yeah, Cryptic is, you know, he's just popping off, and it's, you know, it's Coastline. He's attacking. He's feeling it. He's on fire. We've seen him do the same on Club, and it looks
Leo.
like it's really paying off for Ignite.
Leo, I bet he's watching the stream. I bet he listened to me. Squishy tip number 1. Let's go back. Get your notebooks out. Check.
Yeah, he
tip
probably just
number
listened
1.
to the stream
Kill
back
them.
in that 10-minute
Yep,
break.
win your
Like,
ones, kill
oh,
them.
okay, I'm just gonna do that, man.
Let's listen to Squishy. Yeah, you big army. Squishy.
I mean, props to him. He had like 17 kills on club. I think even
Yeah.
more.
I think he had 19. He didn't get the 20. That's for, but I believe he got 17 to 19. I mean, he's still doing amazing now. I mean, we can't forget about this. He's been doing amazing throughout the game and alongside Dicey and Mitchell.
Yeah, he's been doing really good the entire game, honestly. Really consistent here. And at this point, the way he's playing, what did you say? It's Cryptic season?
The entire season, Cryptic's been
The
on
entire
it.
season?
The entire season,
Yeah.
I'm calling it. Every time he's always at the top of the leaderboard and getting these frags for Ignite Esports. And hopefully he doesn't leave Ignite Esports as well. So hopefully he can stay there and ruling his name. But I mean, Leo, it's looking like Ignite Esports just might take this 1 round to match point. How do you think Aero Revolution are going to be able to, withstand Ignite Esports' pressure?
10 seconds to go.
I mean, wait, Leo. Ying, Dockerby, Lion. Toxic.
But it's Coastline, man. It's Coastline.
Attackers are heading
That's
out
how you
to
play it,
the
bro.
bomb.
That's how
I'm
you win Coastline.
I mean, Coastline and yeah. But I just want to, Coastline and Ranked is Vigil swinging everything. All we have is Vigil Roam against an Ash Rush. And this is basically it, but we have Ying charges. And it might be a kitchen smoke plant, Leo. That could be possible.
People don't play Ying like that anymore, man. They don't even play Coastline like that anymore. They just go for frags. Look at this. Mitchell is just gonna use one of his Candelas to trying to clear out a room here. Use the Candela, pushed in, take the map control, probably pop a Lion charge right after, pop a Doke would be cool. And I mean, it's so oppressive. Coastline ironically is like so open. It looks so open, but it can get so claustrophobic when you're running a lineup like that. I mean, even when in general it can get really claustrophobic because there are only 2 staircases, right, for the defenders, so it can get really oppressive. And with Lion and Dokubi and Ying now, man, it's just scary to move anywhere. And you have that skyline, that skylight right above you, and you could have a player staring at you at any moment, and you're always worried about that. So you're worried about 60 angles at any time when you're rotating. It's just really hard, man. So with Ying, Dokubi, and Lion, I feel like that's the play, honestly.
That just adds another
level to that, yeah.
this. Another level, and Cryptic's just gonna,
bomb has been located.
eat my words as he's gonna find a frag on that sledge, getting more and more kills. He's gonna take out Slows. Slows hasn't been on his A game, unlike last game. It's weird to see. We did see Slows do really good, but maybe Coastline isn't his one. I mean, 1 minute 20, and Ignite Esports haven't really confirmed the push. They've got some control in Office and Sunrise and Blue Bar, but maybe Finesse might get this control. He's going to be getting a gunfight with Liko, and he's going to be getting that. A 3v5 already.
SMG 12, man.
Oh, a double for Cryptic. SMG 11 is going to be fine with SMG 12, and Dicey's going to get a 1v5 for them. It's going to be Ignite Esports match point, and Cryptic just might get a 4K, I believe. Or a 3K.
I think it was a 3K.
Round. Yeah, a 3K and an amazing round again. Cryptic. Top
Actually, wasn't it a double? I think it was a double, man. Because Dicey got a kill. And it was probably triple.
It was a triple. It was
Yeah, it was probably triple.
Dicey got a kill on Thatcher, and then SMG 12 kill, and Cryptic got 3. But I mean, either way.
By the way, did you see Finesse there with the SMG 12 calling the player? The player is like, I'm in the corner here. He knows I'm here. I have to swing out. Then he swings out the SMG 12 in such a CQC angle, high fire rate. I mean, highest fire rate in the game, right? So
and that,
all it takes is just one lucky, and it's not even luck at that point because it's so close. It's actually smart to do that, right? Pick that gun in that close engagement. You're 90% of the time gonna hit a headshot, even if you're not aiming for it. And that's it. You just win out the gunfight just like that. And even if you don't hit the headshot, man, as long as you hit enough body shots, you're gonna take him down so fast just because the fire rate just shreds people. I don't know if you remember, man, but that gun used to be a beast, bro. That used to be the best gun in the game when it came out. It was a laser beam.
It was when R6 didn't really implement rekill, like SMG 11, SMG 12. were like lasers. It was like a laser, and it
Yeah,
just
but
completely
SMG-12
sprayed the sound.
especially because it has so many
Mm.
bullets and the fire rate
Yeah.
was insane, man. It was like a laser. It
What's
was
the
so
fire rate?
crazy.
Like 1,000? Like 1,400?
More than that.
seconds before
It's
insertion.
because Twitch is 960, I think,
5
or
seconds
980, and
I'm searching this up.
SMG-11. I think
SMG
SMG-11 is 180, so I think
Use a bomb.
maybe 1200 for SMG-12.
Alright, I'm checking right now. It is 1,200 to.
There we go, I said that.
No, 1,200 to 1,600 rounds.
Ah, what? What do you mean?
Jeez.
What does that
Yeah,
mean?
that's
What do you mean?
what it says on
What's the
Google.
fire rate, bro?
I don't know, man. Google's weird, okay? Google does not accept, like, yes as an answer. Like, Google is not black and
Bro,
white.
I'm gonna do the Google search next time. Cryptic is gonna get the first kill of the round here on slows. He's gonna take the headshot there. Cryptic is really feeling it, man. 12 kills for him. He's gonna get
Cryptic
another
on
one, a double, and he's not having it, man. He just wants to finish it fast, go home. 5v3 right now, and you gotta wonder about the mental here for Aero right now because they're not playing for playoffs anymore. They came here to play for playoffs. They're not anymore. They're losing out 6-2 right now. They're losing on match point. Tension is going down 2v5 right now, and if they win this round out, honestly, it's gonna be a miracle. Leiko and Aeon, man, in this 2v5 situation, and it's just up to them, man. At this point, we can probably call it GG's, but you know that's not exciting. So we're gonna see what they're gonna be able to do here. Leiko is not even getting aggressive on the white stairs. Now he's gonna try and push up a little bit here,
I mean,
just
Leo,
waiting for the sound cue. Aeon is holding the cool vibes, and they're just waiting for the attackers to push, but the attackers are not pushing. You know, they're almost like toying with their prey at this point.
yeah, I think they're just waiting for Aero Revolution to get aggressive because they know that they need to get.
They know they have no
kill.
choice.
Oh, Nico's gonna get one. It's gonna be a 2v4. Cryptic and Mitchell both low, giving some hope for the members of Aero Revolution, but it's not gonna be any hope as Finesse shots my words down. A7 alone in sight, alone on his roster. Dockerby cams are gonna be utilized, and Cryptic a triple kill for the third time in a row. GG's. 2-0 to Ignite Esports, and it's all on the man Cryptic. So many triple kills, and he just won that round.
Yeah, GG's on the map, and GG's for the
GG's.
match entirely. 2-0 for Ignite,
Everyone
and
never played this
that's
map.
it. The dream ended. The dream died.
Mm.
Aero is still playing tomorrow, but they're not playing for playoffs anymore. And I mean, that's it. Really, nothing to say about that, right? It was pretty underwhelming. I was pretty excited for the game today, and Ignite just somehow just kind of,
Around.
especially in the second map, just kind of destroyed Aero, man.
I mean, they really put up something, and I mean, Air Revolution. They haven't played Coastline, so it may be a disadvantage. But it was open. That's the part of the game, and I mean, Ignite Esports. They came in on top, and unfortunately for Aero, they did not get to that top 4 position.
Yeah, definitely. So that's it for getting to playoffs for Aero, but it's not the end of the season for them. They still have playing a game tomorrow against Ifurian, and I'm sure they're gonna try their best to win out the last game of the season.
Mm.
As we said before, it's important to end on a good note, and I'm sure they're gonna try and do their best to do exactly that. But besides that, I don't know if we're gonna have an interview here. So while we find out if we're gonna have an interview, we can talk about the maps. I mean, it was pretty exciting overall, but Coastline wasn't as exciting as Clubhouse in terms of the score, right? But
Yeah.
I think it was fun to just watch another game of Coastline, right? It's a map that we don't get to see often at any level at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see Coastline, but I think we wanted to see something big on Coastline. I mean, Ignite Esports coming out on top, and Cryptic. I think he got 4 triple kills in a row, and I'm talking about this a lot. Triple kill for Cryptic. He's everywhere, and he's always a man to be. Like one point he's in Aqua, and then he's pushing kitchen door, and he's just everywhere. And Air Revolution weren't expecting that, and it's unfortunate. There was hope for Air Revolution to take the top 4 to get into the playoffs, but you know, here we are, Rainbow Six Siege, unreliable game, and anything's possible. No, R6 is an unreliable game. I don't want to hear anything.
What do you
R6
mean?
Unreliable game.
What does that mean? It's unreliable.
You can't trust R6, can you? Everyone will say, oh come on, Aero, gonna win this, get the top 4. But I mean, Ignite Esports.
Oh,
they
I
just come
never
out
said
short.
they're gonna win, bro. I just said
Neither.
I hope they're gonna win, man.
You did. You did. Off live, you said, "Oh God, I hate Ignite Esports. It's so bad." I know.
I
I know
never
you
said
did it.
that. What? All right, yeah, okay. That's for entertainment. I'll vibe with that.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I guess I said that. Um,
Oh, just another information from management. The game tomorrow will decide who gets better seeding. Sixth place in this league means relegations against fourth minor in the fourth place in the minor league team, and seventh means relegations against the top invite qualifier team. So I mean, there's still something to fight for, isn't there, Leo? There's still something that Ethereum 5 and Aero Revolution can fight for, because I think they don't really want to be in that spot. You know, get so far up and then just get dropped down. But I mean, we've
as
seen.
long as they have the correct mindset that we've been talking about before Coastline started,
Yeah.
yes, they do care about this, and I hope they do. Because it's important. You make, I mean, if you win out, the what it means basically, if no one understood, is that if they win out, whoever wins out the game tomorrow is theoretically gonna make his life, the life for his team way easier in the relegation game.
Yeah, and
And
we're gonna get Cryptic in. The man
all right,
himself.
I'm
I
sure you're
love
excited for
Cryptic.
that one.
Cryptic!
Hello.
Hello, Cryptic. I'm smiling right now.
Bro, he's Star Trek.
Oh, Cryptic! You're amazing, man. Getting triple kills everywhere. I mean, you know, do you not feel bad?
You're amazing, bro. Just sign my autograph. Just give me your autograph,
Give me
bro.
your autograph. Okay, okay, Cryptic.
I don't
Before
know
we
if you
go
watch
into
the
this,
streams, bro, but every time you're on stream, he just hypes you up so much.
all right,
He's
Cryptic,
like,
Cryptic.
Cryptic,
Jeez,
he's
thank you,
everywhere.
thank you.
He's anywhere. He just gets 4Ks. He's the best in the game.
Jeez.
Cryptic. What's your sense? What resolution to play? What's your FOV? What's your everything? What's your
In the
PC?
DMs, bro. In the DMs. In the
All right,
DMs.
okay, in the DMs, I'm just.
All
All right, thank you.
right, how are you feeling, Cryptic?
Yeah, fine. I
Fine.
think we didn't expect
Just-
much differently than that. I think we went into it confident.
Expected to win like that, yeah?
Yeah, I think we just went into it confident, and that's
Yeah,
really all that matters in these
Arrow's
games.
just terrible. Yeah,
Did you feel like comfortable throughout club? Because it was
Yeah,
a bit
completely.
closer in Coastline.
It was much closer, but I think we expected it to be just because it's a more default map. I think we knew going into Clubhouse we were going to have more of a challenge than Coastline, just
So,
because of how they play. But
so Cryptic,
Yeah.
you just came in so confidently, like, yeah, we're gonna win this.
yeah, completely. That's how you got to go into every game, right?
All right. Someone clip
That's
that.
true.
Okay, so Cryptic, you've just messaged me that Aero Revolution are terrible, and you want to ban them. What is this?
That
I
is
might have to screenshot
not canon, by the way. That is
I
not happening.
you sure, Cryptic? Because
Only,
you
Okay,
just
bro. He's lying the entire stream about me as well, so just ignore.
only respect for the era, guys.
So what's your mindset right now? Because that was the last game for the season for you guys, right? In the season in Talent League, and what's the mindset moving forward? You guys are planning to play any other leagues? You guys are planning to make roster changes? What's the deal? Just tell us. Just let
Obviously
us know.
we're still looking for trials and we're still trialing people, but obviously that is under wraps at the moment. Obviously today we had to play with our coach, which isn't preferable, but it is what it is. And yeah, we're gonna go into the leagues, like we're gonna looking towards qualifying for T3 and stuff like that. So that'll just be where our eyes are set on after this season.
Okay. And what's the core roster right now, if you can share with us? So what's gonna be like the core for like when you're rebuilding or when you're trialing when you're trialing the next two players or however whatever amount of players?
Mitchell, Cryptic, and
Why are you answering, bro? It's interview with him. Come on, bro. Just
You won't see me, Mitchell, or Dice going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah.
Is all I'll say.
all right. That's
home
good
where
to
they
hear.
belong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because we've been talking about mindset, and you know how often at this level, players and teams, even in T3, but especially below T3, they just tend to, when things don't go too well, or I mean, when things don't go great, they tend to disband, swap a lot of players, or just, I mean, the core roster usually doesn't stay together. That's what I'm trying to say, and
yeah.
I feel like that's the wrong mindset and the wrong way of going about things.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm asking you these questions.
Well, yeah, no, we'll be looking to improve off of our core roster and move from there.
Yeah, definitely. So a
Uh,
comfortable game for you guys. You guys didn't feel really nervous, didn't really feel the pressure. You thought you're gonna win it comfortably, and you did. Now let's leave all the jokes about FOV and sensitivity and all that aside. Just why do you think you've been performing so good this season? Why do you think you've been performing this season? Not what's the key to perform or whatever. What do you think the key is for you?
it's because I'm his coach.
Yeah, of course. I think it's just a clear mindset going into games and having the confidence in it. Like, if you're in a role similar to mine, it's all about having the confidence to win every single gunfight. So if I know if I'm going to
What's your
put someone
role
on,
in your team as the team views it and as you
Team
view it? Like,
captain.
well, yeah, team captain, but just second entry.
no, we're talking about roles in terms
Yeah,
of
second entry.
yeah. Okay, so you're usually that means for the team that usually you're gonna be the second one to just go in and take map control, clean up after the first entry or whatever it is, right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
On
Yeah.
coastline, I saw you a lot just doing kind of being alone, making solo plays, going for opportunities, and I feel like that's a really good way to play coastline. So that's like a play style where you're allowed to do that on coastline specifically, or that's the thing you're going for in general.
I think it's in general just a good idea to, for example, like when there's such a large area of the map that's completely uncontested. Like, for example, on some kitchen attacks, I just take all of top floor by myself because it's just like if no one's there, you're not making the most of the whole map if you're not
Yeah.
taking that map control for free. So
Yeah,
someone's got to do it,
And
and
they,
happy to be that guy.
yeah,
free
and
real
your
estate, right?
Exactly.
and your role as second entry, you have to have the mentality and have confidence in yourself as well as your teammates joining you in, but mainly have confidence and mentality in yourself. You got to win this gunfight. You need to, because I see most R6.
Squishy, are you the player that I'm interviewing? I don't even
Yeah,
know.
man, I'm the player. Trust me, I'm good. But what I sometimes know that most fraggers, definitely not you, Patricia, but most fraggers and second entries are really like not confident and always worry about if they're gonna lose their gunfight. But the thing is with you, you go in so confidently and you just like completely destroy, like you've just said, and it's
Uh, yeah,
just
that's
a no-brainer.
it's just 90% of the game as an entry
Mm,
is you've got to be confident in
That's
yourself to
true.
win the gunfights, otherwise you're going to lose more, right?
mm.
Definitely. All right,
And
Squishy, do you have any relevant questions for
yeah,
Cryptic?
I have a pop question. You sent me the sensitivity after, but Uh, what you as Ignite Esports, I've seen like Syrups left, like moving forward as well as finding two new players. But moving forward, are you looking to maybe expand into other leagues or just try and focus one thing and get to the top, and then go from the bottom, get to the top again?
I think we may look into another league in the meantime, but it'll be a lot of our sights are definitely set on to T3 qualification
Mm.
first and foremost. But yeah, we can see in the meantime between now and then whether we join another league or not. We'll just have to see. But
We're just
T3
gonna
is the
have to say,
main look.
yeah.
All right, that's great. Then you heard it here first, guys. T3 is the goal for
I.e.
for Cryptic and the boys.
and the boys on the roster getting those kills.
I mean, we don't know. We don't know what the team's name is gonna be like. He just told us who are the core players, who's gonna stay in the
The
team.
team's name.
Yeah, that's what's important. I mean, the
Do
team's
you
name
want to?
can
Do
always
you want to
change,
know? Do you want to
especially
know the
when you go
team's
for
name?
T3.
Ignite Esports. That's the team's name.
I
Not
mean, a
wrong.
team's name can always change, especially when you go for T3.
Cryptic and his boys.
Cryptic and the
Exactly.
boys.
Cryptic
Just
Yeah.
and the
just
boys.
might stick to that, bro. I think it sounds better, honestly.
Yeah, I think you should change the name right now.
Yeah, maybe. But just big shout out to Ted for playing today. Like he doesn't have to play often, and he doesn't play the game often outside of subbing in for
Did a
us
good
every now and
job.
again. But
He
yeah,
did a good
he did
job.
great today. And shout out to Johnny Finest as well playing for us because obviously he's not a member of the roster at the moment, but yeah, we appreciate him playing a lot.
All right, that's
That's
great.
good to hear.
All right, anything else you want to say before we just congratulate you and you leave the stream kindly?
Oh yeah, I'm all good.
You're all good. All right, then
Love
congrats.
Mitchell as well. Love to Mitchell. And Dice. But Dice is only half love. Mainly Mitchell.
All right. All right, then congrats on winning that game, and I'm sure you guys are happy to win at the end of the season and end it on a good note, on a better note than just losing. Um, and that's it. Thanks for playing the season. Thanks for showing up for the interview. Not every
No
team does
problem.
it, and it was really really nice, really picking your brain, asking you questions. It was a great interview.
Yeah, cheers.
Thank you, man.
See you.
Yeah, GG's.
GG's. You've heard it from the man himself.
Yeah,
And
and
that ends it here, folks. That ends it here, folks. Back to see you tomorrow.
Squishy always has something to say, man. I'm not ready for him.
Leo.
I'm not. I'm always on guard. I'm like, what is he gonna say now? I need to be ready for this one because
Leo.
it's, yeah,
Leo,
yeah, yeah.
Are you ready for tomorrow? Tomorrow.
What?
Talking about tomorrow. Aero Revolution are playing
Thank
against
you,
High
Howling
Five.
Media. Thank
Oh,
you,
yeah, thank
Howling,
you, Howling Media. Well
for
done.
sponsoring us the entire season. You did a great job. Thank you to all the viewers that watched. This is not the end of the season. We have another game tomorrow. I'm gonna be here. I don't know if Squishy is gonna be here.
I'm it.
He will. That's amazing. And thank you, Trippin, for
Jelly man behind the
observing,
screen.
and doing everything, the production and everything, and just generally managing the league. And thank you to all the viewers again. And that's it for tonight, guys. Have a good night. It was a really exciting game. It was really fun to watch. Hopefully, we're gonna have another one tomorrow. As we said, Aero and Heron Ifrian are playing for seeding, so whoever wins is gonna have a better chance at winning relegations. And that's it. Have a good night, folks.
Have a good night. Thank you, everybody.